Hello? Oh, there it is. Hello? I don't remember how to stream. I don't remember how this works. Ah! Is there anybody out there? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. People. I don't think my chat box is working. I've got a green screen right there showing. I might be able to fix that. Is that enough? Is that enough light? I had a light turned off for some reason. I just need to turn that on. Fantastic. Ah, chat box is working. I gave it a new look. I didn't know what it would look like. Might not like it, might like it. I don't know. It's kind of small, actually. It's kind of on the small side. I might need, whatever. You guys be the judge. If you like that, if you prefer the boxy looking thing from before. I don't remember how to stream. It's been so long. When's the last time I streamed, actually? Legit question. When's the last time I did this? I'll get to your guys' chat in a moment. Hang on. When's the last time I streamed? How long has it been? It has been like, it's been. Hang on. God, it takes so long. Wait, when was my last live? It was the one with Alex on April 2nd. It's been 12 days. If I waited 2 more days, it would have been a fortnight. Ever since the game came out, I can't say the word Fortnite without being like, it's like the game. It's been 12 days since I last streamed this thing. Hello, friends. Hi, who's in the chat? Hello. Dust, Pico, Ashton, Go Boom, Erica, Goni, Coco and T, Randy Mation Studios. Why is this awkward? What's awkward? Welcome to the stream. Anybody I might have missed? Maverick Hurst was up there. Welcome to the stream. Heaven Rose was here just before the stream, so she'll be here in a little bit. Mark, Racing Fan was here at the beginning. Don't know if you were still here. Welcome. Luis, welcome to the stream. Hello. I'm happy that Mo is back from the dead. I'm glad you're happy to see me back. I wasn't sure if anyone would come to my little stream here. I've been gone for 12 days. And I didn't tell anyone I was going. I didn't explain myself. I just went. I just ghosted all of you. I'm sorry. I ghosted all of you. Dylan Gamer, hey. I ghosted you. Could you forgive me? Could you forgive him, Mo? It's been a while. Phil Sands, the edgy boy, welcome to the stream. Return of the King, good movie, but I'm no king. I am a magician at best. I see the Mo and the dad. My father of the magic has come back from getting the milk. I didn't go out to get milk. Could you imagine if like the last thing I said last stream was, I'm gonna go get milk, and then I never came back? It's like the typical dad going out for cigarettes, but it's Mo went out for milk and never came back. I do like that. For Mo, milk, both start with M. I do like that. It's pretty good. You got Alex to sing Chug Jug yesterday? You did you? I popped in for a bit during, which stream was it? I don't think it was yesterday. 2 days ago? On my day, I literally don't know what day it is most of the time. I'm not all there in the head lately. But I was there on a stream a while ago, and I think you guys were trying to get him to sing some songs, and I saw someone, it was probably you suggested Chug Jug, and I was thinking to myself, Alex has no idea what Chug Jug is. He doesn't know about that trend. But I knew it. Gotcha, Yeldani. Welcome to the stream. It's Mo back from the dead. I've risen from the dead. I'm trying to figure out how to combine zombie and Mo together, because there's an M in zombie, but Zommo. I wanted the B in there, but I guess it's not gonna work. I don't know. He not dead, he alive? He not dead. Believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, he not dead. Just wanted to check to make sure you were still alive and all. I am still hanging in there. The universe just can't keep me down. Sometimes I need some time, but in the end, the universe just can't get rid of me. I just keep coming back. in the entirety. He's gonna upload it, hopefully. Okay. Hopefully I can catch it. I'm ever since he started streaming, because it used to be so easy when he would only post like a video a month or every other month. It was very easy for me to keep up with what he was up to, and then he started streaming, and now I can't keep up because I'm busy. Was there some lag? It looks like it stopped, so if there's some lag here and there, I apologize. Everything's good on my computer side. If there's any lag, it's probably YouTube's fault more than anything, I'll be honest with you. Like, not even my internet, just literally YouTube's fault. I blame YouTube. If there's any lag, I blame YouTube. At this point, everything should be great. Hello, Pillow Willow. Hello. Hello, Pillow Willow. And welcome to the stream. Hello. Hi. I should mention, I don't really have a plan tonight. You can probably see in the title of this stream, this is as much of a plan as there is, right? You can probably see in the title of the stream, I said, maybe let's do some tier lists. I'm on the website, tiermaker.com. I have nothing else pulled up. I don't know what we're gonna be doing a tier list of. I'm not entirely sure I know what I'm doing, but I figured, as long as people showed up to the stream, which it looks like, thank God you guys did, because I didn't know if you would, I've been gone. I thought maybe everyone moved on and forgot about little old Mert. But I figure I'll ask you guys what you want me to do a tier list of, and we will do a tier list. If you guys don't know what that is, you'll figure it out soonly. And if you do know what that is, then you'll be able to help me make my decisions, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. I thought it might be fun, but I was too lazy to also like set one up in advance, so I didn't make a thumbnail for the stream. Look, the peak laziness right now. Look, I'm just coming back to streaming. We're at peak laziness right now. I didn't want to work very hard tonight. I didn't want to work very hard. Elliot Case Jelly, welcome to the stream. He died. This is just one of his clones. Hang on. Sorry, Randy. I gotta ban you real quick. You know too much. I'm not one of most. Magic Man Mo has never had, doesn't currently, and never will have clones. There's only the one Magic Man Mo. Nothing happened to the original Magic Man Mo within the last 12 days. I am the original Magic Man Mo, and there's nothing to be suspicious about. Rebooting. There's nothing to be suspicious about. I'm sorry for a second there. That was weird. Did everything black out for a second? Nope, just me? Great. The tier list of the best silly songs. We'll see if that's a thing. I'll have to do some searches. I'll pull that up here in a moment. See what we can find. See what we can actually find to do. I have no idea what exists. What the website says there's like 200,000 tier lists. I'm sure some of them are terrible, but we'll see what we can find. Cough Mo lazy. You lazy. You're lazy. Cough. Video games. Video games would obviously be a like a classic choice for a Let's Play channel such as this. I mean, granted, if we do like video games and songs and movies and that kind of stuff, I'm gonna out myself for how little I've done with my life in terms of media consumption. But I'll do my best. Where do you get your cool hats? I hand make them with hours of laborious labor. Saying laborious labor is like literally redundant because the word laborious comes from the word labor. It just means labor intensive. So I basically said labor intensive labor. It's redundant. Laborious labor. It depends. I've got each and every one of my hats has come from someplace different. So just look for hats. None of my 3 fedora hats that I have came from the same place. This one just came off of Amazon. My white one literally came from Walmart, and my black one came from Target? Target, I think. I think it was a Target. Nothing special. Nothing special. Sorry. That sip gave me the willies. I don't know if you saw that. Go in the video game templates. We can do that in a momento. Caramel Games tier list. Someone probably hasn't made it though. Yeah, I sincerely doubt. If someone has, we can do it, but I sincerely doubt it because I'm not gonna make it. That sounds like a lot of work. At least right now, that's something I'd have to set up ahead of time. You played Geraldine on the Secret Door and Inca Games. Trent French, welcome to the stream. We'll be getting to that ourselves eventually. I have to pick up where I left off. We've only got like a dozen-ish games left on my Inca Games round 2. And then I'm done with that series on the channel. Gotta love some labor, you know what I'm saying? Best Magic Man Mo video tier list. Look, I don't think anyone's made that. Someone can, and I will do it. Memento Mori. Yeah, like tier list of Unis Honest videos. That might be a thing. Unis Honest is just popular enough. That might be a thing. I'm not gonna remember any of the videos by title though. Maybe? Well, maybe I will. I've seen all of them. I don't remember a lot of them. There were a lot of them. There were like 365. Sorry, I just choked on a burp. 365. There's a year. Inca Games round 2 tier list. Well, there's no real difference between round 2 and 1. Should we just jump into it? I know we're just doing a lot of talking. I mean, you guys are already making suggestions. Should we just jump into it? I'm over here now. Teleported over here to the corner. Should we just do that? Should we just do that? Should we just go looking for a tier list? Should we do that microphone tier list? Well, then maybe. What do you guys think I should start with? Tyler Hanlon, welcome to the stream. What should we start with? What should we do? Balls. Oh, that's Geometry Dash. I don't know anything about Geometry Dash. I'll have to be completely honest with you. What should we start with? Oh God. That was loud to me. I don't know if that was loud to you guys or not. Also, let me know that there was music playing earlier in the other screen. There was music playing on this screen. Could you guys hear it okay? Can you hear the music on this screen, by the way? I want to know real quick. Can you hear music? I hope so. Perfect. I didn't wait for a response, but I'm going to assume that the response was yes. Oh my God, that's so loud to me. Okay, hang on. We got to do the hello to the chair real quick. Oh God. All right, everybody, let's say hi to the chair real quick. Everybody say hi to the chair. Hey, chair, how you doing? It's been. Well, I don't know if we did hi, chair, with the Alex stream. It's been probably roughly 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since we said hi to you. That's all I got. I don't really remember all the words to that song, so I can't really do a full parody. But it's been. Hi, chair. I'm just gonna set you down now. Hi. Usually I have like a speech or something. I got nothing. I'm just gonna set you down. I'm just gonna give chat a moment to say hey. Cause there's like lag or whatever. There's like delay between what they see and what I see. So I just figure give them a second to say hey. We got some heys. Got some howdies. Got a howdy chair. That's a pretty good one. I'm gonna set you down. Pinata time. Welcome to the stream. Oh God. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I streamed last time. First shark of the return. Yes. In fact, I should say spells have changed a little bit. Because I wanted to make it simpler. I wanted to make it simple. So when you hit spell book, you can see all 21 spells available to you. I didn't really remove very many. I removed some that people don't use anymore and some of the holiday ones from forever ago. So we have 21 spells available. I changed how the pricing works. I need to probably change how quickly you guys earn mana. Because I don't know. You're probably not making enough mana for the cost. We'll tweak that as I go. I need to probably adjust that. But yeah, you can do that now. For Shark of the Return. Indeed. Indubitably. The shark command is officially a meme on this channel. Yeah, no, really. I was looking at because I was cleaning up my spell book, and I was like, I got rid of a few of the old ones that no one uses or probably remembers exist, and I was like, I can't get rid of shark. It's a staple on the channel now. It's here forever until like that kids song channel or whatever that made it up decides to like sue me or something. Or something. At least send a cease and desist first. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. I almost flubbed that. I'm sure you heard it. I tried to pretend I didn't. I almost flubbed that. But yes. Now you can see the entire spell book in one go instead of just the new ones, which I was very bad at keeping updated anyway. Bye. Goodbye. Did we lag for a minute? Okay. Someone said lagged. That's okay. Again, it should be YouTube's fault. Mo, I heard you saying that in the Chug Jug music song, LOL. I heard you saying that in the Chug... You heard me saying what in the Chug... I don't think I've done the Chug... I've never done the Chug Jug song. Which I should mention, I didn't mention this earlier, but I was going to, and I forgot. The karaoke stream is still coming. Just obviously, I took a lot of time off, but it is still coming. You guys did still get that at the end of March for the members milestone. You guys did do that. It's still coming. I'm still honoring that. I planned on doing it like last weekend. Obviously, that didn't happen. You love the Watson one, and now it's gone. I love the Watson one too. That was a big favorite of mine. But I wanted to clean up the list. I didn't want to have everything on there. I wanted to clean it up, make it a little simpler, make it a little bit more. A lot of these things are a little bit more general and can be used in a lot of more general instances, except for Shark, which you guys just love. So I kept that. It's not really a general use. It's just people use it generally. You know what I mean? Chair tier list. Let's see if there is a chair tier list. Let's see. I'm curious. Is there a tier list for chairs? We need to have chair review. Oh my god. Chairs that Muke would break. I don't know what Muke is though. Chairs, just chairs. Wait. Is there a chairs? Okay, I gotta try the first one. Is there actual chairs, just chairs tier list? Okay, there's not a lot of them. There's not a lot to choose from, but there is a chairs tier list. That's amazing. That's fantastic. You know what we need? We do need some background music. Hang on. We do need some music. In case you got here, this is a shout out to... Usually I do this on the other screen, but you guys can... Well, I hope you guys don't see me signing in. I should auto sign in. This is what I use for my music, by the way, when I'm like doing copyright-free music. I don't know why it's not loading. Come on, load up. I'm on. This is tab for a cause. Why is it not loading? There it comes. Anyway, this is what I use for my music, for copyright-free music on YouTube. It's called pretzel.rocks. Pretzel spelled with a Z. It's copyright-free music. Oh, by the way, is my before I go too much further and forget about this, is my aspect ratio okay? Probably not. Let me reset this. Ah, it was zoomed in. I thought it might be. I thought it might be a bit zoomed in. Okay, there we go. Anyway, this is what I use, and then I usually pick a station over here, and I can just like hit surprise me or any of these stations, and there's these buttons over here, and you can like decide if you want it to be safe for YouTube, safe for Twitch, etc. So adjust the volume to something like that, maybe. If it gets too weird, we'll change the station. A little bit behind the scenes. I don't usually show that part off. A little behind the scenes for anyone that's curious. And we'll probably do some video game ones soon as well. You said something in that tone for a few seconds, or I might be imagining. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember what I said now. I was the 10th member. Ashton Gaboom, were you the 10th one? I forget who was which member now. I forget. I think you were. That sounds right. That sounds correct. Every time someone uses Shark, I'm like Thor near the end of Infinity War going like, no, no, no! I don't remember what Thor sounds like at the end of Did I watch Infinity War? Did I watch Infinity War? Yes, I did. I have not seen Endgame. Never saw Endgame. Never finished it. Never did. I did see... Did I see Infinity War? I forget the names of all the MCU movies that I've seen. I swear. It was just too big. The MCU got too big. Hang on. Let me catch up on the chat. We're going to do this. Gotta run right now, Pinata time. We'll see you next time. Wait, you have a dentist appointment on Friday, Tyler. Is there any reason why I should be nervous? I have really bad dental anxiety and I don't know why. The only thing you should really be worried about, which I would say don't be worried. I mean, they're the dentists are the professionals, right? They're the professionals. So there's nothing to be anxious about. Just make sure you're keeping up on your dental hygiene, brushing your teeth, flossing. Have you been flossing? A lot of people are really bad about flossing, but if you're good about brushing your teeth a couple times a day, doing a floss, doing a mouthwash or something, getting really clean, you got nothing to worry about. I keep really good care, flex, I guess. I keep good care of my mouth. I've never had a cavity. I've never had an issue. Do a Marvel tier list. I'll be so bad at it. There should be a command called breaks, and it goes breaks, where are the breaks? Why though? Like, if you're suggesting it, that's fine. But why should there be? Because you said there should be, but why should there be? What do we do on this channel that has anything to do with breaks? What do we do? We never talk about breaks. We don't do racing games like ever. Why should we have a breaks command? Now, if you're just saying, oh, it'd be cool to have a breaks command, I'd be like, okay, whatever. But you said we should have one. Why? Why, though? Cut the stream. We gotta talk about this. I should do a media share stream. Maybe if my streams are... no. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Rephrase the sentence. I probably won't, but maybe in the future, if I know that I can get a lot of interactivity with it. Media share is something that's kind of more of a Twitch thing than a YouTube thing. I don't know if people will get it on YouTube. I don't know. I mean, I know people would in general, but like, let's be honest here. Only a handful of people watch these things. It's you guys. You guys are lovely. Love you. Not a lot of people usually. It might be fun. I don't know. Well, I'll think about it. I'll play with the idea. It's one of those things where I feel like you want to have a certain like threshold reached if possible. If that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, don't worry about it. It makes sense in my noggin. Chair tier list. The first chair. I don't know if you guys can see this very well. Should I zoom in actually a little bit? Hang on. Let's zoom in a little bit. Let's blah blah. What did I just click on? What is this? Password. Oh, that's from Among Us, I think. All right, let me zoom in on this. Let me zoom in on this bad boy. Do something like this. Maybe. I have to keep an eye so that maybe you can see a little bit better. This is the first one we got. It's this deck chair. All right. I like that it's like a recliner. It's like it's not a recliner. It doesn't recline, but it's got like the stool bit to it, right? And the sort of what's the word I'm looking for? The curvature of the chair is inducive of the reclining action. You can kind of sit back, but that's just it. I don't think it's a reclining chair. I think it's stationary, so you can't really sit it up or recline it back. You can't do one or the other. I mean, you can't do both. You have to do one or the other. And it's wooden. I'm not saying that you can't make a comfortable wooden chair. All I'm saying is a pretty standard porch chair. So if you say that C's are like kind of like average, it's a chair, right? C for chair, right? Like C is like, it's a chair. It's a little bit more than a chair, right? It's a little bit more than a chair. It's a little bit higher, I think. But it's not anything amazing. It's not doing anything spectacular. It's not really tickling my elbows, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go right there. It's a little bit more than chair, right? A little bit more than chair, but not super chair. You know what I'm saying? Star Tours? What is a Star Tours? You're worried about the numbing needle they stick in your gums, and I think that's why. Are you doing a procedure that's gonna require a numbing needle? Which I would say, because like normally, I don't know what you're doing at the dentist. Normally, if you're just going in for like cleaning or whatever, you don't get a numbing needle. You don't need to worry about that at all. If you're getting a procedure done, like you're having a tooth removed or you're having a cavity situation or whatever, if you need the numbing needle, don't worry about it. Don't think about it being a needle. You'll just feel like a poke, a twinge, and then your mouth will feel kind of funny, but it's not like, it doesn't hurt. It's just like a poke and a twinge. Like no one likes getting pinched, but if I pinched you in the arm, you'd be like, ow. And then 10 minutes from now, you'd be like, I forgot that you even pinched me. You know what I mean? No one wants to get pinched, but no one cares, right? It doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? You'll be okay. You'll be okay. What do we got? What's the next chair? Now this. Oh, okay, now this is starting to wet my willy a little bit here right now. My Willy Wonka right here. Look, okay, if we started with C, my Willy Wonka is just, oh, God, this chair. Listen, I love the halfback chair. I'm a fan of halfback chairs. This is a halfback chair. It's not the full racing car back chair that I don't like. I don't like that nonsense. It's too much. I feel crowded. Halfback chair gives you shoulder room, but cushioned. Cushion in the back. This is kind of like faux leather sort of material. Very comfortable. It's the same kind of stuff that I have on my chair. I don't know how expensive this chair is. I don't know how good it is. I don't know if it's super padded. I don't know if it's a little flat. It looks pretty decent. It has the added little footrest that you can, it looks like it probably pops out if you want it out and pops back in if you don't want it out. So it's a little bit more than chair. In fact, you know, it's gonna be it's gonna definitely be higher than wooden porch chair. And between the two, just for the faux leather alone, it's got to be higher than that, right? It's like that's an A chair right there. No, it's not S. It's definitely not God tier. Look, it's an A chair. This is a good chair. This is a good chair right here. This is comfort. That is living in luxury. That's saying, yes. I own a well-endowed stock portfolio, and the market is bully this morning. Yes, I'm an executive at a business company that I own shares in. It's a bully morning. This is a bully chair, and that gets an A, I think. That's an A chair. That's an A chair right there. It's a fantastic chair. Now this guy down here, iconic chair. Blue's Clues chair. This chair, actually, this is an iconic chair. This chair is iconic. This is the Steve chair, right? I mean, Blue's sitting in it, but back in my day, Blue's Clues had Steve. I remember Steve. Steve was my man back in the day. I watched a lot of Blue's Clues when I was a kid with old Steve in it. The guy with the green shirt, green stripes. You know the guy, Steve. Classic chair. This chair, now it's not the type of chair that looks like, if you compare it to like the leather chair, right? It's not like faux leather, or rather even regular real leather. It always looked like it's very small, so it's hard to see, but it's like that sort of like, it almost looks like it's made out of felt, right? It's like a fabric-y chair. It's a chair that you feel like would be cozy on a winter's night, right? It's a chair that, like, when it's cool out, you feel like you could really get comfortable in it. You know, throw a blanket over yourself, curl up so that, like, both your, I'm not wearing pants, so just don't mind the knees. You just cozy up your knees, right? Get a blanket, cuddle up in the chair, kind of lean back into the armrest of the chair. This is a comfortable looking chair, and it's an iconic TV show. Iconic TV show, right? That's the Blue's Clues chair. Look, this chair transcends. I can't physically sit in it. I don't know if this chair is real. This transcends this office chair. Is it? It's an iconic chair. Does it make it to God mode though? God mode? Blue's Clues is S? God mode? S? God mode? I'm giving it to God mode on this one. Listen, this is a God mode chair right here. This chair, if you owned a Blue's Clues Steve giant red chair like this, that is a statement. That is not just a chair. That is a status symbol. That is a status perhaps, if you're of that persuasion. A status symbol. You're sitting in that. That is a power move. That is a power move. You do not have one of these chairs because you bought a chair at a freaking IKEA or something. You're like, I need a chair. You don't have this because you need a chair. You have this because you're a somebody. You're a somebody. You got the Blue's Clues chair. The Blue's Clues chair is God mode. God mode. That's right. It transcends S tier. It is more than super chair. That is God chair. Super Saiyan God Blue or whatever. Beautiful. I wanted that to be made. I didn't know we would get there on the third chair. I didn't know we would get there for the third chair, but here we are. Ah, Steve is a god. Okay, we've got several more chairs to go. We've got, what is this? Let's just bring this up to C mode. What is this? What is this? Hang on, computer, enhance. Computer, enhance. This is not working. I can't zoom in. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard to zoom? Enhance. Computer. Enhance. Computer. Enhance. Computer. Enhance. Computer. Enhance. Okay. We've zoomed in a bit. What are we looking at? What is this? What is the thing outlined? Is that like a freaking DVD? Like storage unit? Around the side? Is it for books? Is it for books? It might be for books. Is it a bookshelf in a chair? Is this a bookshelf in a chair? Is that a bookshelf in a chair? Riddle me this. Is that a bookshelf in a chair? Okay, I like the round design. I get the round design. I understand the round design. I get why aesthetically you're like, I want a round chair. It's odd. It's unique. Chairs are typically rectangular in their feeling. I mean, the porch chair has that sort of rectangular back, right? It's curved, but it's rectangular. The office chair's got that sort of square back. The God mode chair, it has so many curves, it's almost round, right? See how it's kind of like rounded in so many different ways? So you're like, okay, this chair, it's round, so it's a good chair. S tier, maybe A tier. Listen. I got some problems with this chair. One, I don't know what that material's made out of. I don't know. I can't really tell. I'm guessing it just kind of looks like maybe regular like cushion material. Which could be fine, but look at the seat. Look at the seat of this chair. Perhaps the most quintessentially important part of a chair is in fact the seat where your butt is going to belong. I don't know how much cushion it actually has. Especially if this is a bookcase around, depending on how deep that has to go, you're basically talking about a thin cushion of chair on top of probably a wooden bookshelf type thing on the inside. Not actually that comfortable. In fact, probably not that comfortable to keep your legs over. I feel like I'd be knocking around whatever this is. If these are books or DVDs or something, I feel like I'd be bumping into them, rubbing my calves up against them. You got books of weird sizes sticking out. This is a less than ideal chair. And yellow's not a great color on a chair. It collects like color, like the coffee stains and stuff really poorly. This is a less than ideal chair. We are looking at D. Now the thing is, I don't know if we go down to F. I don't know if we go down to F. But it's definitely not C. This is less than chair. This is a less than chair. I don't know if we go down to F. There is a trash and a not a chair section. I don't know if I'm going to say trash. D, F. I like the idea. I like the spirit. I like the gusto, but it's not ideal. It is not ideal. I think it wasn't fully thought through. I think this is a chair that suffers from not really being thought out. This is a chair that wasn't really properly planned for. Here, let's blam. Let's get back to the regular screen mode, shall we? I think that's a D chair right there. That is a D chair. It looks uncomfortable. It's a storage device where you can just like grab one of your books or whatever. I like the idea. It gets points for creativity, but not for comfort. It's a less than ideal chair. I'm gonna call it D. You tried it before, it sucks. I haven't. I'm looking at it. You have to understand, C is just like basic chair, right? This is worse than a basic chair. By putting at D, I'm saying it's worse than a basic chair. That's what I'm saying, right? I don't know if I'm gonna say trash yet. I'm not gonna say trash yet. I'm not sure. Now this guy, this is like a camping recliner chair. This green thing. Let's bring it up to C to start with. It's like a, you know, I've sat in one of these. These are interesting. They're actually quite comfortable in the right environment, especially if you're out camping. If your only other like alternative is sitting on a log. It's better than sitting on a log because it's got a back and it's got that sort of weird like not nylon, but whatever that material is, that weird sort of like synthetic material that like those camping chairs are made out of. You know what I'm talking about? So it's not really cushy, but because it's like also like extended above the ground, right? You're not really against a solid surface. You're just kind of like hanging in the chair. So it kind of like doesn't need the cushion, because it's not hard. You know what I mean? So it's not that is the case. There is a downside to these types of chairs. Like I see that this one is the kind that has an attached leg rest that you can't easily remove, because this is actually attached down here, if you see where my mouse is, at this corner bit, right? Should I enhance some more? Should I enhance again? Hang on. I'm clicking all the wrong things to enhance. What did I just move? I don't know what I moved on screen because nothing changed. Oh, here we go. Don't mind the background. Boom. Just so you guys can see it a little bit better. I wish there's a better way to zoom in and out. You know what I'm saying about this little corner down here? So that means this leg rest is not easily removed. So if you just want a chair and you don't want to recline, not easy. It's kind of like how this office chair up here, you can do both. So this is like in a weird place where it's got some annoyance to it. So like it's kind of like doesn't have the versatility, so it's almost down to D. But also like as far as just a chair goes, I think this is standard. I'm gonna give this a standard rating because it's not like it's I would say it's more comfortable than like a typical dining room chair, but it's less versatile. So I'm gonna keep it in C. It kind of washes out. It gives a little, but it takes a little away. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it standard, bog standard. This is basically just a chair. Basically just a chair. Oi, Cemento Rara, welcome to the stream. Hey, Mo, I made a tier list of your channels. Can I tweet you the link? Is it searchable? My channels, I mean, they're all God tier. My channels are all God tier. I'd rate the folding chair C or D. That's kind of what I was looking at. I'm gonna give it a C. I'm gonna be kind to it and not take too many points off of its versatility. Perfect. Let's go down to here. Now this guy, this blue thing, I don't know what this is. Let's bring it up to C, just to take a look at it. Because you gotta think, C's your bog standard chair. This thing, I'm looking at it. That, I don't like a full back chair. I've told you that. This looks shorter than a half back chair. This looks like a quarterback chair. And I don't mean the football player. This looks like it's not even quite a half back. I'm looking at the size of the base and the arms, and unless this is an optical illusion, this looks like a quarter or a third back chair. Now that's a problem, because that means it's barely more than a stool. This is basically a stool with extra steps. If it's that short, I can't tell if it's just an optical illusion, because I can't tell what that fabric's made out of. Again, it's like a camping chair. It's probably like, I mean, it looks like it's fold-upable. So here's the thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a C as well as this guy. On the premise that you can fold it up and move it and it's versatile. And I can't quite tell if the back is half back or not. I can't quite tell, but I am going to put it below. I'm going to put it on the right side of this green one to say that it is worse than this one, because I'm not entirely sure that this does the job for the back. I don't think that this quite cuts it, right? I don't think it's quite D material. I don't know if it's quite D. It's basically a chair. Now this guy, this red thing right down here, this abomination. This absolute abomination. This absolute pain in the actual butt. There is no pun there. Just literally pain in the butt. This absolute disaster of a chair. Let's bring it up to C. Consider for a moment. If this were C tier, would you rather sit in this thing or these things? The camping chairs. Every which way. You would absolutely rather sit in a camping chair than this monster. Also, so I'm going to drop it down to D. But also, let's consider the armrest. It is literally, I don't have a word for this. It's basically racist towards left-handed people. I know that's not a race, but I don't know what ism to call it. It's hand-cist? Sure? It hates left-handed people. And as a left-handed individual, I'm left-handed. Okay? I know if you try to if you think about it, it looks like I'm right-handed. It looks like I'm holding up my right hand if you try to think about it, but my camera is actually reversed. This is my left hand. I'm left-handed. And sitting on these things, it's just mean. It's just mean. All right? This is trash. This is absolute trash. I'm skipping F. Not only is it a bad chair, it is uncomfortable, and it's hand-cist. It's hand racist, and I don't tolerate that. That is trash. That is absolute trash. I'm tempted to say it's not a chair. I'm tempted to say it's not even a chair. It's a nightmare is what it is. But I'll be fair. It does have the 4 legs and a base and a back. I guess technically it's a chair. But it's trash. It's absolute trash. You know what? It's got a hole in the back. It's not even a chair. It's not even a chair. Take it out. It's not even a chair in the dictionary. You know what? I go back. Not a chair. Nope. Not a chair. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. And I refuse. It's gone now. Heaven Rose, welcome to the strap. Sorry. I just choked. Sorry. Totally didn't just about die. I tried to swallow my coffee and breathe at the same time. Turns out you shouldn't do that. Dextrosis? Yeah, that doesn't quite sound right either. Are you okay? No, I just about died. Did you watch it? Did you watch me do it? All right, this guy. Classic. Listen, let's bring it up to C. Let's bring it up to C and think about this. Let's think about this, right? It's a classic chair. This is your classic aluminum folding chair. Classic aluminum folding chair. It might be classic, but it's not comfortable. Now, it is versatile. You can fold it up and bring it anywhere. But what it doesn't have in the camping chairs are lightweight and can actually be carried. These guys, if you've ever had to carry several of these for like a school function or something like that, because I used to have to carry a lot of aluminum chairs for school functions and stuff back in the day, or even family functions at like family reunions and stuff, family gatherings. They're heavy. You can't just grab several of the. I mean, you can, but they're heavy. Several of them at a time. This thing, so uncomfortable, so heavy when you have several of them. This is an F tier. I'd rather sit in this bookcase monstrosity. Like, this thing's a monster, but it's still D tier, right? It's not a nightmare like this disaster. This thing? No. This is F tier. This is F tier chair. It's barely a chair. This is barely a chair. It's almost a torture device. It's almost trash. It is almost trash. It is almost a torture device. Almost. The reason I'm going to say it's not is because it does fold up. If it was just locked in place, couldn't fold it, metal chair, probably be trash. But you can move it around. F tier. F tier chair right there. Not a great chair. Well, I look at these chairs and one thing I have to ask, but can it do this? Like PewDiePie's chair. I can do that too. Man, if I had like zero respect for my safety and well-being, I would just fling myself out of this chair right now. The thing is, you wouldn't be able to see it. You wouldn't see me fling myself. It wouldn't be great if I just flung myself back and you just watch my green screen explode behind me as I flew into the wall behind it. It'd be great. It'd be great. Anyway, F tier. F tier chair. I've been to one family reunion. I only knew 2% of the people there. That's why you have to go around and introduce yourself. Like, hi, I'm Heaven. Who the frick are you, family member? All right, what do we got next? This thing? Oh, you guys can't see it. This thing? Let's bring this up to C and consider what we're looking at here. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. This isn't a chair. I mean, it is, but it isn't, right? This, if I'm not mistaken, looks like one of those massage chairs you see at like malls or whatever, like at malls and things. This is a massage chair. It has the word chair in it, but this is the thing, right? It's not really a chair. It's like a ride. You know what I mean? It's like those, what are those little rides for like kids that you put like a quarter or 50 cents in? It's like a little animal and it like rocks back and forth, or like a vehicle or something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like those little kid rides that are like a horse. You put 50 cents in and the thing rocks back and forth, and you stick like a 2-year-old kid on it and they have the time of their lives or whatever for like 30 seconds. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's what this is, but for older people, for not 2-year-olds. It's not a ride, but it's got those like wheels, those little balls in the chair that like roll up and down your back, or maybe the whole chair vibrates. There's a few different kinds of this type of chair, right? It's a massage chair. I always thought that my legs would get trapped, because you can just see that there's like these slots for you to like put your legs into, and they like suction your freaking legs into them. I always thought my legs would get trapped and I'd never get out, and the chair would eat me like a freaking monster. That's what I always thought as a kid, but not like not even a young kid, but just as a younger person. But for that reason, it's like not even a chair, but also I don't really want to put it down in the not a chair category, because that feels a little disingenuous, because you could sit in it like a chair. This is a very strange one. You look at this and you're like, oh, it looks comfortable. Give it, I don't know, S tier or something. But no, not really. Like, you couldn't just pull one of these up. If you're like at a table and a guest comes over and you're missing a chair, you can't just be like, yeah, just pull in the massage chair. Sit in that. It's not super versatile, right? It's not super versatile as a chair. Like, you don't just use this all the time. Like, I wouldn't use that to sit in for my streaming. I wouldn't be sitting in that, although that would be a power move. Streaming from a massage chair, especially if you had it running the entire time. That would be a power move, but it's a very different kind of power move than sitting in this thing. It's weird. Like, it would be comfortable to sit in, but like, where does this thing, this Frankenstein of concepts? It's pure comfort, but it's like a ride. I don't know. Do I give it B tier because it's better than it has to be better than a camping chair to sit in. But also, is it? Like say it's not massaging. Say it's turned off, not doing any massage activities. Are they really that comfortable? Are they really that comfortable? Are they? If you just sit in them, I know the arms are comfortable, but usually because they have all that machinery for the vibrating and stuff, they have usually hard, like, boards in them. So, like, the base usually isn't super thick. I'm going to say, this is controversial. C for controversial. I'm going to put it at C tier, but at the top. I'm going to put it at the very top of C tier. This is controversial. This is controversial, and I understand this. Very top. I'm going to put it ahead of the folding camping chairs. So it's at the top. But it's not a good chair. It's a good ride. Feels wrong to say that too. It feels wrong to say that too. But it's not a great chair. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like even with the porch chair, right? You could have this inside if you really wanted to, or you could have it outside. You could have it anywhere. You wouldn't have one of these things sitting outside. It's not as versatile. And a chair needs to be relatively versatile. But it's nice, but the massage is too hard. That's just it. The massage, you think would earn it like bonus points, but honestly, it takes away from the chair. Now here's the thing. The next chair up on our list. You've been waiting for this. No one said it, but you've been waiting for this. Let's bring this up to C just to think about it. Let's just think about this. I've already told you, I do not like a high-backed chair. I don't. I don't like there being a cushion on my chair up against my head. I hate that. I don't like it in my car. All right? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like how these shoulders have like wings. You know how those like flaps that kind of come out a little bit? I feel claustrophobic. I feel like the chair is trying to eat me. I like the chair is trying to like hug me from behind, and I don't want to be hugged from behind. That's how you get ninjutsu mo snapping your face off and twist and jab. Because that's a jab. It's not a chop. It's definitely a jab. I don't like high back chairs. I know they're really popular. With people. I get that. But it is still God. Did you mean say good or God? Because there is actually a God tier. It's not God tier. Oh, no. It's not God tier. So here's the thing. I'm not saying, like of these three, obviously if it were C tier, it goes way up here. I'm willing to say it's higher than C tier. I'm willing to say it's at least B tier. I'm willing to say. This is the thing. Is it better than the porch chair? I'd say yes. Because what it has going against it over the porch chair is that it's not wood. So it's a much more comfortable material already. Also, it does roll, so it's more versatile. So, because of the versatility and the comfort and possibly the popularity, I'll put it in A tier. It's an A tier chair. I have a personal distaste for the high back, which is why it'll be at the A tier, but below this swanky office chair. The thing that this office chair is missing, that this chair has, is the wheels, and that's what makes this a very tough decision for me. It makes it a very tough decision, but for my taste, as a chair, I would rather have this thing than this thing, and that's crazy controversial. If I put wheels on this thing would be amazing. I would sit in this to stream if it had wheels. That's all it's missing. Sofa tier list. If there is one, we might. Mo is gaming chair phobic. Hey! We've got another high chair. The chair says hi. Everyone take a moment. See, let's just appreciate, hang on. This is a chair tier list. Let's take a moment to appreciate my chair. Consider what you're looking at here. This is my chair. I've got a towel on it because I'm kind of ripping the base. I've kind of been ripping the fabric. So I've got a towel on it. But this is my chair, all right? It's got that same kind of fabric as that office chair. It's got some neat armrests. It's got wheels. It's got wheels. This is why I love this chair. It's an office chair, but it's just so much bigger in the back. It's got a much wider back than like a typical like small cheap office chair would or whatever. It gives you a lot of versatility because it wheels around everywhere. That's my chair. I like this chair. I give this chair that I'm sitting in right now an A. Not an S, but an A. Do the 100 plus video game tier list. Kidney stone tier list? Is there a kidney stone tier list? Look, I'll tell you what. Kidney stones, they all get Fs. Kerber, welcome to the stream. Charles Stickman, welcome to the stream as well. I've knocked my green screen around and it's kind of showing a little bit. There we go. Fix that. Your chair is in God tier. It's a legend. If you say so. It might be one of the most famous chairs on YouTube. Only because there probably aren't very many famous chairs on YouTube. There's like PewDiePie's. Who else has a famous chair? Alright. I'm going to leave this guy at A. Now this is a classic chair as well. Let's bring it up to C and consider what we're looking at here. This thing, it's a classic chair. This is your classic, like grandpa outdoor chair. Like this is what the camping chair was before these things were invented, right? It wasn't necessarily a camping chair. This is your outdoor chair though, before camping chairs got big. It's a classic chair. It's got some downsides. It's got some upsides. The upside, it's foldable. It's lightweight. I think it's comparable in weight to like a camping chair. Downside, it's not made out of like plastic material like the camping chairs are. It's got this like aluminum metal exterior, and there aren't very many. Like you look at the camping chair, it doesn't have very many supports as the camping chairs do have. Of course, like I say, they're plastic. But that does mean that with the metal chair, because there are fewer supports, it has more pressure points where it does have supports. And often for the base, there's a metal, it's interior of the material, but it's just like sort of square around the base that your legs, when they hang off of, your legs are going to be firmly pressed up against this aluminum. It's very uncomfortable to sit in for a long period of time, especially if you're like heavier. The lighter you are, the more you can get away with it. But if you're heavier, it's a lot on your legs after a while, right? Not a super comfortable chair. It's a classic chair, not a super comfortable chair to sit in. So my question is, does it go at C tier, but beneath the camping chairs, or does it get to D tier? Does it go to D tier? I think this chair might go to D tier. I think it's above the metal one, the all aluminum one down here. I think it goes above the all aluminum. I think this is a D tier, and I would say it's even below this thing, right? I think it's D tier. It's classic. It's old school. It's very old school. Not super comfortable, but it is more versatile. It's more lightweight than the all aluminum, and I don't know. It's the crap your granddads and great granddads had to put up with. I'm gonna put it in D. Game Crusader, welcome to the stream. It's your birthday soon. Your friends don't know what to get you. Ask for a chair. Ask for a God Mode Scooby-Doo red chair. Do it. Get a chair. That's how I got this chair. Years ago, my parents asked me what I wanted for like Christmas. I think it was Christmas, because they still like to get me like gifts. It's usually like clothes and stuff. And I told them, I want nothing. I want a new chair. If I get nothing else, I want a new chair. If you get me anything, you don't have to get me anything. If you get me something, I want a new chair. You guys don't probably remember what my old chair looked like. I didn't show it off on stream because it was nothing fancy to look at. It was a pain in my butt, and it was ruining my back because I spent long hours doing YouTube and stuff in it. I wanted a new chair, and that's how I got this thing. A new chair, world of difference. World of difference, I'll tell you what. Let's go down to this thing. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this, oh, thank you.
I already have a gamer chair, though.
Game Crusader, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you. You already have a gamer chair. Get another one. Get 2 of them. Flex on all the people you know. Flex on your friends. Flex on your family. Flex on strangers who don't even know you. Have 2 gamer chairs. One for when you game, and one for the dining room table to eat at. Flex, nerd. All right, let's go consider what we have here. This thing is an in-betweener. I think this is one of those zero grav chairs, I think, right? Where you can lean back in it and the legs like pop up and you kind of have that floating situation, I think. I've sat in similar chairs like this before. They're more comfortable to recline in, I think, than like maybe like this chair here, right? So you would think like maybe it's more comfortable here. The downside is, again, that aluminum that kind of rides through your leg, unfortunately. So when you're kind of leaning, especially if you're heavier, you're gonna be pressed. I see it. It hasn't popped up on screen yet. Thank you for another $4.99 super chat. Another 5 for that amazing idea. Thank you so much. Very generous. I should not be allowed money. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Another 5 for that amazing
there it is.
Idea.
This one's interesting because it's got a lot of the comfort issues that this guy has, but the reclinability definitely puts it higher up, in my opinion. My question is it really better than these camping chairs? I feel like, I don't know how well these fold up. I think they fold up. So I think they move. The zero grav is interesting as a reclining. Are they more comfortable? This one's tough for me. Definitely a high C. High C's not too bad either if you like orange juice. Does it surpass, this is the problem, does it surpass even the massage chair as a chair? In terms of it being able to recline, because you can't recline in a massage chair. This thing don't move. Does it go as far as in front of the massage chair, but not quite, like, does it enter B territory? Does it get there? Does it quite get there? Does it? I'm gonna leave it here. I think this is a really tough one. I think this is a really tough one. I'm gonna put it at high C. It's a high C. It's a real tough one. It's a real tough one. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's go down to this. I don't know what this is. Let's put it at C and consider what we're looking at here. We might need to enhance a lot for this one. Here. You guys probably don't even know what this, hang on. I need to, where's my thingy? All right, I've enhanced a bit. What are we looking at? What even is this? What am I looking at? What is this? What is this thing? Is this like, does it have a hole in the bottom? Is this how you teach children how to poop? You put a little bucket underneath? You put a hole in the chair, you put a little bucket underneath, teach kids how to poop? What is this? What is this thing? Oh my God. Ashton, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you. You guys are generous today. It's my first stream back in over 12 days, and I'm rating chairs. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Appreciate that. This looks awful. I don't know what this is. It looks awful. We're definitely moving down. We're definitely moving down here. Where does it go though? Is it trash? I don't know. Is it trash? We're in F tier territory right now. Like, I don't understand what this is. It doesn't fold up. I don't think. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like it folds up. I don't know why there's two of them. This is trash. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It's trash. Okay, let's go to the next one. What is this? Is this a chair literally made out of 3 sheep? Is this a chair? Like, the arms are sheep heads. The back is another sheep head. And it's a fuzzy, furry chair. This isn't a chair. It's a disaster. It's a nightmare. That is a PETA violation. That is animal abuse and cruelty. Just put the animals in the ground. Let nature take its course. Circle of life. This is disgusting. I don't know. Imagine sitting in that. Imagine being the person to sit in that. How do you sit in? Can you sit in that and sleep at night? What is it? It's a sheep chair. It's not a chair. It's not a chair. That is a, I mean, it's worse than this. I'm putting it at the back. I'm putting it even worse than this nightmare. All right. WTF, is that a sheep chair? That's what I'm saying. John, welcome to the stream. You at all interested in the new Pokemon Snap coming out? No. I never played the original Pokemon Snap. I have no idea what this new Snap is about. Don't really care. I haven't played a Pokemon game since Emerald version on the Game Boy Advance SP. All right, here. What do we got next? Now this is a classic office chair. I wish this was even the chair that I had before, the one that I have now. The one that I had before now was a much worse, cheaper office chair. So let's bring this up to C tier and consider what we got going on here. C tier is getting pretty cozy. It's got a lot of chairs. It's got a lot of chairs in it. You guys I can barely fit on screen here. So this is what we got. It's a classic office chair. Classic. Now the material is very breathable, which is nice. It's not completely full back. And that kind of material, like, I don't know what that mesh is exactly, but it's not like hard mesh. It's really not that bad to sit in terms of office chairs go. And this is like that sort of like just synthetic cushiony material that you're sitting in, basically. It's got this little lever to go up and down to adjust your height so that if you're shorter or taller, you can adjust as appropriate. Usually the base is quite cheap. So it doesn't withstand a tremendous deal of damage, but you're usually in a setting where you're not doing a tremendous deal of damage. Like I do to this chair. My chair takes quite a beating. You would not understand how much beating this chair actually gets from me streaming in it. This is usually not the case. So it's not a cheap office chair, because I know what that feels like, but it's not one of the, not a premium office chair, but it's a decent midline, middle range office chair. I would put it at, considering the wheelability of it in an interior setting, it's not as versatile. You wouldn't bring this outside like you would the camping chairs. To be fair, you don't usually bring the camping chairs inside, although for a while, before I had chairs in my apartment here, like legit dining room chairs, moved in, I did actually have folding camping chairs inside. Those were my interior chairs where I lived for a while. But typically that's not the case. So this, I think I'm going to push up. I'm going to say it's better than this. I'm going to say it's definitely better than that. And in fact, maybe I'm being generous. Maybe I'm being a little generous here. They're really not so bad. These office chairs really are not so bad. I think we're going to push up into the B territory. It's interesting because I don't think I'm going to be willing to bring it quite to A territory, because I don't think it's going to compete with the comfort of the sort of gaming chair, even though I don't like the high back. And this is definitely a half back chair. Even though I don't like the high back, it's A tier for generally a lot of the other materials going on. This thing, I don't know if it's going to really push up into A territory. That feels a little disingenuous, because I feel like that's going to like lower the quality of what I was saying here. So I think it's B territory. The question is it better off than one of these porch chairs? I'm going to say it is, even though it's not letting me move. Yeah, I'm going to say that this is better off than one of these chairs here. These are a harder material. They can be comfortable in the right sitting, but it's a harder material. This is a little bit more flexible. Also, this is more versatile. You can bring it basically anywhere. This is basically stuck and rooted in place. And you have to recline. You have to sit in this. A bit of a toss-up. I'm going to say that this is a high B tier chair, is what I'm going to say. It's a classic chair, but it does its job so darn well that it goes right into B territory. You like the high back? I don't like it. I don't like high back. Next chair. Next chair. I love this. I love chair review. All right, what is this thing? All right, so this, what we got going on here, let's bring it up to C territory and consider what we're looking at. This, oh my God. This thing. It's one of those outdoor chairs, but definitely not if you have a lot of weather. I don't know how weatherproof this is exactly. I probably wouldn't want to leave it out in a lot of rain, depending on your weather. This is like a California like outdoor chair, something where you know you usually have pretty mild weather. It's cushioned. It's not as movable. I think this is an interesting one where I think I'm going to immediately bring it up to B territory because of its sort of genre that you put it in. It's very reminiscent of this porch chair here, this recliner, but the difference between the two is that you can, you actually have cushion in this. You actually have cushion to go along with this. You aren't reclining in it. So that's kind of the question. Do you prefer the cushion or do you prefer the recline? They're very similar and they're not uncomfortable. The thing that kind of holds this one back in comfort, like it has the cushion, but what holds this back in comfort is the armrests. The armrests are not optimal. The armrests are uncushioned. These are uncushioned armrests and they're relatively thin for the size. And by thin, I mean they're not as wide. They're not wide. I don't mean like thin here. I mean thin like here. They're not very thick. They're not very wide armrests. So they're not very comfortable to actually put your arms on with any kind of pressure or whatever for any long period of time to like lean on or rest on, for example. Especially if you rest on your elbow when like thinking or reading or something along those lines. These are not very comfortable arm rests. Compare, for example, the armrests on this porch chair. Very thick boys right here. This is completely capable of taking your weight and leaning on. The downside is that it is also uncushioned. So this is an interesting toss-up here between these two chairs. I would probably say that between the two, I would probably be more often to prefer the cushioned chair. And it does look like it has some kind of leg rest to at least kick your feet up a little bit, even if your back is not reclined. But I would say that these are deceptively close, I think, in quality between the two. So it's a bit of a toss-up. It depends on your preference here. If you're okay with going cushionless and you'd prefer the recline, then obviously this goes up the chart. I feel like I would probably personally choose to sit more often than recline. So I'm going to give the edge to the cushioned outdoor chair here. No weatherproofing, but I mean, if you, depending on your location where you live, like it probably, like right now we're in April and I'm in the Midwest, so it rains a lot here. Probably not ideal. I'd rather have this outside, but depending on your location. All right, let's head back down. What do we got? What's next up on my list? We've got a rocking chair, a classic indoor rocking chair. Let's bring it up to C territory and consider what we got here. It's a classic, old school, your granddad's rocking chair. They don't really make modern twists on the rocking chair. The rocking chair is pretty rooted. I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. But what I typically see are not a lot of modern innovations in the rocking chair. Typically, when you have a rocking chair, everyone's going for that sort of old school rustic look, right? And that's what we have going on here. This is something that I would see my grandma rocking in. God bless her soul. This is something I'd see my grandma rocking in. Outside, probably smoking a cigarette. Right? You know what I mean? This is rustic. Not all that uncomfortable, but it is all wood. It is all wood. It's kind of what you got going on here with the porch chair. But now, instead of reclining, you're rocking, which can be quite a soothing chair review. This is quite a soothing motion to take in. The question is where to put it on this list. I think it's definitely at least C territory. The question for me that gets kind of weird, right? Does it actually, when you consider the rockability of the rocking chair, does it actually surpass the zero grav chair? A lot of what was holding back the zero grav chair was that aluminum that runs through the legs here. That's very uncomfortable. That's why we didn't see this hitting C territory, and that's exactly why the cushion, because of its cushioning, why I didn't have any problems bringing the cushion up to B tier. The problem with the wooden rocking chair is that because it's not reclining, does it quite actually make it past this chair? The zero grav? Would you rather be able to sit or just lean back? This has a lot of versatility to it. This does not, but you get to rock. It depends on how much you value the actual rocking. It's its own unique skill set. It's its own unique attribute, is the rocking, that we haven't yet seen on this list, really. Is it unique enough to bring it up to B tier? Because if it does, if it passes the zero grav chair, I'm going to bring it up to B tier, but probably not as far as the recliner. Do we bring it to B, or is it high C? It's very interesting. The haunted chair, indeed. When there's a slight breeze in the air and it looks like it's rocking itself. Those pulls on your back, depends on, that might be a good point. It does depend on the design of the rods. The rods in the back, it does depend on the design. The design can, if it's really particularly ornate, it might get in the way, actually, and be uncomfortable. Typically, you don't notice it too much, but that's an excellent point. Maybe we should bring it back down to C. I think it doesn't quite beat out the zero gravity chair. It's a classic chair. I love the rocking, but just in terms of the comfort of all the rest of it. So the next question is, does it actually even beat the massage chair? Because this is a chair that you aren't going to move around very much. Because it's not like, you don't fold it up. I'm going to put it behind the massage chair because of its comfort. It's not going to be comfort. This is so weird. This is such a toss-up. Like, I was willing to go as far as here and as low as here, basically. Like, that's the range we're dealing with. And right in between is somewhere around here where it's only higher than the camping chairs, not because of its comfort, but literally its ability to rock, which is just a unique attribute in terms of a chair. So in terms of C, it is sort of middle of the road C chair territory, classic chair, I think. Hey Mo, have you watched the scary rocking chair? I have not. You think it does beat the massage chair? It's very weird. It is a hard place to put it. I'm gonna leave it here for now. Now, this one's an interesting one. This next one is an interesting one. It's not that one with the lady in it. It's actually the stool. The stool is here as a chair. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about stools. Here's the thing about stools, though. Here's the thing about stools. They're not chairs. They're not chairs. Stools aren't chairs. Stools aren't chairs, guys. There's no back! There's no back! A stool is just a place to sit. A chair is more than just a place to sit. A chair is so much more than just a place to sit. This is a stool. A stool is just a place to sit. It's not a chair. Not a chair. My question is it worse than this thing? Yes, because remember, this thing is still hand-sist. So we're going to say that this is not a chair, but it's better than these two nightmares. All right, now down here. You fell off a stool when you were 6, identical to that. Why am I not surprised, Heaven? That sounds exactly like you. Now this thing that this lady's sitting in. Remember, what we're rating here is the chair that she's sitting in, not literally her. Remember, this lady is not the chair. Important distinction. That could change the rating. She is not the chair. What we're rating is this weird beanbag thing that she's sitting in. I'm pretty sure that what that looks like is a beanbag chair, essentially, with a back to it, which is very strange. Very strange. It's interesting, because if this were just a beanbag, immediately I'd put it down in the not a chair range. It's basically like a stool. A beanbag is a stool, but more fun to sit in, but it's extremely low, so it's like not practical at all, except for like, granted, it has its place. I'm not trying to say beanbags are trash. I'm just saying they're not chairs. The thing with beanbags is they're great for like when you're young and you're like throwing some beanbags down to like play games in on your console, on your old PS2 or something like that. Like, dude, beanbags have a special place of nostalgia for me, but they're not chairs. This beanbag is weird because it has a back to it. So depending how high up off the ground it sits, this is the thing. We've got this lady sitting in here, so we have a little bit of context to work with for this chair, right? We have a little bit of context. She is sagging in this chair, but she doesn't, I think, it's hard to tell. The perspective is a little weird. I don't think her butt is low enough to be against the ground. Beanbags, typically, it's like your butt is basically almost on the ground. She's elevated somewhat, but not very high. So I do think that this is going to make it a less than ideal chair because it does sit low. This is going to be a less than ideal chair, even though it might be comfortable to sit in. I think it's a less than ideal chair because it's not something you could like pull up to the dining room table and like reasonably be expected to eat from. So it's going to like fall down into at least the D territory. All right. Look at this thing. This thing also sits very low. So we do have a little bit of precedent here. So between this thing and this chair, which one would you probably rather sit in? Probably the beanbag chair. This is where I am. I think this is a less than ideal chair, so it falls below C, but out of sheer comfort and a little bit of that beanbag nostalgia kicking in, I think it's high D. I think it's at the tip top of the D above this weird bookshelf nonsense. Probably fun to sit in, just less than ideal. It feels painful to give it a D, but it's just not ideal. His tier list is now chair review. Chair review. It is. You guys had no idea how deep I was gonna go on these chairs. Listen, I got a lot to say about chairs. What is this? What actually is this? Is this a ball? What is this? Hang on. What is this? What is this? It looks like a smiley face. Is this a ball? I don't know what this is. This isn't a chair. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm looking at. That's a face. I think you can sit in it this way, like a lounging thing. I don't know what that is, so it's not a chair. Done. Now earlier when we mentioned that beanbag with the lady in it, we weren't rating the lady. I think we're supposed to rate the lady now. Where would we rate a lady as a chair? A woman's back. A woman's back is not a chair. Although it might be better than this thing. Because I don't know what this is. Not a chair. She is not a chair. Women are not objects. Women are not objects. She's not a chair. But if you did have to sit on a woman. If you had... Listen, women are not objects. But if you had to sit on either a woman, or on this thing, Just saying. All right. Next up, we have this thing. Now, this thing looks fun. Let's bring it up to C and consider what we're looking at here. Whoa, whoa. Excuse me. Sorry, I clicked a button. Excuse me. Sorry. Let's consider what we're looking at here. This thing, it's a chair. It's hanging, right? It's elevated. It's got a hammock. It's like got a hammock concept to this. This is like a hammock chair. This is like a hammock chair. It takes the zero gravity thing to a different kind of level. You can't really recline in it, as far as I can tell. This is interesting. If I bring it over to the zero grav, consider what we're looking at here. It's definitely going to be an outdoor chair. Well, you could have it indoors. I don't know what that material is. I want to say that it definitely surpasses the zero gravity chair in terms of just sheer like being interesting and getting yourself elevated off of the ground if you want to be. Like, you could kick your legs up in that little pod, in this weird egg-shaped pod, right? And that might be quite comfortable, like as a reading nook or something. Indoors, outdoors. I'm not entirely sure where you would put this thing. In fact, I may be willing to put it as far as B, out of just sheer like uniqueness. Out of sheer uniqueness, and I'm gonna probably put it in line with like this guy, right? The downside to it is that it doesn't have the leg rests. Like, even this guy doesn't have the leg rests. You don't get to recline in this, but like, this just seems more fun. So I'm gonna stick it here completely arbitrarily. This is hard to dissect in terms of its hanginess. It depends on how interested you are in this unique attribute. It would snap if I sat in it. That is a good point to make, is that if the weight limit isn't very high, I don't know what kind of weight limit to expect from this. I don't know what that cable would carry. So that is something important to keep in mind, is that if you are heavier and too heavy to like that this thing couldn't support you, that would be a serious problem. Actually, that's a good point to make too. Even if you weren't so heavy to snap it, it might be, you could be heavy enough to like sway it wrong and the thing would topple over. All right, I'm gonna put it down here. The topple over, that's actually a good point. Like, if you could snap it or even just topple it over the entire, but then again, you can topple yourself out of hammocks, and hammocks are still fun. Hammocks aren't chairs, but they're still fun. I'll leave it here. I'm gonna give it a B for sheer uniqueness, but I'll keep it at a low B for like potential danger. The next one up down here, obviously, Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell. God tier chair. I would sit on that man's face. Okay, we're gonna bring him down to the not a chair. We're gonna bring him down to not a chair. I'm gonna make him. Should I make him a? Should we make him a worse not a chair than a woman, like a random woman? I don't know. I'm just gonna put him here just arbitrarily, I suppose. Actually, speaking of hammocks, we have one. We have a hammock. Since we were talking about hammocks earlier, good to point out, not a chair. Better than a stool, not a chair. We're going to put it right up there. Easy peasy. We got a book nook over here. This thing, I guess you can sit in it. But here's the thing. The back is the wall. So either you lay in it like a weird bed thing, which means it's not a chair, or you sit in it and the back is the wall. A wall is not a chair back. This is basically a stool with a cushion. It's going right there. Not a chair. It's a stool with a cushion. You tried. You tried stool with a cushion, but you couldn't trick me. You couldn't fool me. And last but not least, certainly not least, this sort of cushioned classic armchair with an ottoman for a footrest. Considering the C tiers, it beats out these C tiers. Consider like that outdoor chair that we're comparing it to here. This thing, definitely an indoor chair. You wouldn't bring it outside, but a lot of the problems we had with the outdoor cushion chair here at the B tier was in fact the arms. The arms were seriously holding it back. This thing has no such problem. The arms are well cushioned. I suspect by looking at the depth of this cushion that it has more cushion than the outdoor one. This one clearly eclipsed the outdoor green chair here. And in fact, I'm going to say it probably eclipsed the office chair in terms of comfort. I know this doesn't wheel around, but you do have the option of putting your feet up or not putting your feet up. So I think it's going to bring it up into A tier territory as a chair. This is the interesting thing. I'm going to put it above the gaming chair because I think what we're going to compare here is these two chairs. This is the interesting thing. This is the interesting thing. Like, does this surpass this chair? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think we have an amendment to make. I think we need to make an amendment. Now that we have done all of the chairs, and I go through and look at all my lists, I think this guy right here has gone underappreciated. S tier. S tier hasn't been used this entire time. It's going up to S tier. I have transcended this one. I have sent it even higher on a higher plane than it was before. And this one has taken its old place. I like this chair. I like it. I like that fabric material. And it's half back, which you know I prefer over that of the high back personally. The downside is it doesn't have wheels. The wheels is the reason why this thing does make it up to A tier in the first place. I would have loved to see a half-back chair with wheels make it further up, but that was not an option to us on this list. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to our tier list. Our chair tier list, everybody. Zoom in just a little bit so you can see the whole thing in one picture. That brings us to the chair list definitive edition of what makes a good chair, not a good chair, not a chair at all, and a trash chair. Welcome to my definitive chair list. Do you guys disagree? Do you agree? Do you like what you see? Do you really gotta pee? Don't forget your key. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just rhyming. Low A. I think it's high A. Go to video templates, go to 100 plus video games and rate them on if you would stream the game. Oh, interesting. Like, rate them whether or not I would stream it. There's not a lot of things I wouldn't stream, really. I should watch the scary rocking chair on stream. Is that just the name of a video? Sofa tier list. You guys keep spelling tier wrong. It's T-I-E-R. You're driving me insane. I think for this stream, for this tier list stream, the 100 plus video games, we might need to save that for next time. That's a lot of games. I think we should save that for next time. Sofa tier list, it sounds like the perfect way to follow up chair tier list. Honestly. I think we should do another tier list stream eventually, or at least sometime soon or something. I think that sounds like a fantastic idea, but for tonight's stream, since we just did a bunch of chairs, sofa sounds like a pretty good idea. Sofa sounds like it'd be pretty funny. All right. Let's check it out. Let's see what we can find. I'm assuming there is one. You kept mentioning it over and over again. I'm gonna say sofa. See what happens. I don't see one for sofa. I see Kue, Raya, Yes, Sedap, Hebat, Tahap, Gavin. And I hope I didn't say something rude. I have no idea what that means. If I click on it, what is it? Is it sofas? That's food. I don't know what food, I don't know what any of this is. I'm not cultured enough. I don't think there's a sofa tier list. You kept saying it, but it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist, sofa. How about couch? Is there one for couch? Simpsons couch gags. Sitting positions tier list? There's also Couch Co-op Games 2nd edition, interestingly enough. Sitting positions. How many are there? Hang on. There's not a lot. All right, hang on. We gotta zoom in because it's gonna be hard to read this, probably. Enhance. I don't know what I just enhanced because nothing changed. I love it when I do that. I love it when I enhance nothing. Yes. Enhance. 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 What do we got here? All right. I don't know if you guys can really see this very well. It's very small. There we go. I don't even know if I can read it. What does this even say? Oh, okay. I can't really read the words. They're very small. But what we can do is just look at the pictures. Water tier list. Water. God tier. So what we have. Now, I'm someone who has sat in chairs and sofas and couches in various positions throughout my life. I'm someone who's not ever very comfortable sitting just one way forever. I like to mix it up as well. There's a problem with this sitting position. Do we have just the regular sitting position? We have two sitting positions. We do have two like sort of regular sitting. We'll get to those in a minute. This thing. Let's bring this up to C and consider what. Oh, okay. We only have options S through D. Interestingly enough, we don't have F as an option. So I don't really have like a trash or something like that. Interesting. I'm gonna say. Here's the thing. If like a normal sitting position is like C territory, right? Is like the normal. If we say C is like the normal, I know B is like in the middle, but it feels weird to say B is normal. The problem, what should be considered normal? The B? Because the B's in the middle? Maybe. This is confusing. I'm just gonna wing it. Cuss word? Don't worry about it. Just don't think about it. I want to say this thing. This sitting position has a couple problems. One, this is not sitting. This is clearly lying. This isn't sitting. This is clearly lying down on your belly with a sofa smashed between your legs. Probably not that comfortable for long periods of time. D territory. D territory. This one. Now this is a sitting position. This is sitting on top of the sofa. Again, probably not great for long periods of time because you're not really leaning your up against a back or whatever. It's kind of like turning your sofa into a stool. Don't know why you'd want to turn your sofa into a stool, but I get it. Maybe you got a bunch of friends over and they're sitting on the front and you're sitting behind a friend or something. I don't know. I get it though. I get it. C territory right there. C territory sitting position. Better than this monstrosity, but not a fantastic way to sit in a chair. I'm going to say this guy right here, upside down. I understand this. I feel that this is B. This is reverse gravity sitting. You'd be thinking, oh, you must be lying down because you're on your back, but no, your feet are in the air. It's like you're sitting upside down, or on the wall. Like the wall is the floor now, right? This is B territory. It's sometimes fun to rush the blood to your head. I've been here before. I've been here many a times playing video games, watching TV, whatever, upside down. This is just fun. It's fun. B tier sitting. This guy right here, sitting on the arm, very similar to sitting on the top. Basically turning your couch into a stool. I'm gonna just leave it right here, probably underneath the sitting on the back, just for lack of creativity. It's gonna go right there under C tier, right here. Sitting with your legs crossed. This is a personal preference between different people. If you like to cross your leg or don't like to cross your leg. C territory. Normal sitting. Actually, high C. High C territory. Because you're using the back like you're supposed to. Better support. C territory. This, now you're reclining. Now you're thinking with portals. Look at this. Now you've got your legs up. No one can sit with you, but now you're comfortable. This is the way to sit in a sofa. This is the way to do it. This is B territory. Probably even better than sitting upside down, let's be honest with you. Probably better. This guy right here, oh, I know that feeling. Feet not even on the ground, cuddle up into a ball in your sofa. B? C? B? C? I'm gonna put it in B. Put a blanket on that. You become a little bundle of ball of warmth. Good times. This one, this is laying down. This isn't sitting. This is laying down. You lose. You cheated. High D. This one, this is just sitting. It's like the legs crossed. I'm someone who likes to cross their legs. I don't know. I just always have. More comfortable. So I'm going to put it right there, just under that. This guy, clearly transcended time and space in the Indian position. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. I feel that. See, right there. This one right here, taking up the whole goddamn couch. I guess. It's gonna go, I don't know. I mean, they look comfortable, but also like they're sitting. This is the thing. They're sitting in the middle of the couch, like where the crack is. Like that is not. You should not do that. I'm gonna put them there. I'm gonna put them at the sort of middle line of the C, right? I'm gonna put it underneath normal sitting, because who sits on the crack of the couch, right? That's weird. You're gonna like sink in it. The back's gonna have to. You're not supposed to do that. It's gonna go right there. And then finally, lastly, we've got this guy not even sitting actually on the sofa whatsoever, but rather in front of it. Good for watching movies if you got friends sitting on the sofa or whatever. And you've got like a cozy floor, depending on your floor situation. But unfortunately, it's going to go probably for not even sitting on the sofa, honestly. D, right there. It's got nostalgia reasons. You know what? No, well, he is sitting, but not really on the sofa. Hi, D. Hi, D. There you go. That's my sitting tier list. Not any single one of these were amazing. No A or S tiers on this one. Hang on. Hang on. Whoa. D enhance. There we go. It's my tier list of sitting positions that no one asked for. I don't know what I just moved. I have now lost my... Hang on. I've lost it. There we go. I'm just going to do this. Blam. There we go. That's my tier list of sitting positions on a sofa. We followed that up from the chair one. None of those are amazing. Drink tier list, restaurant tier list, Inca Games tier list. Is there an Inca Games tier list? You have to remember that I didn't make anything, so I don't know if those things exist. Let's just Google it. Or not Google it. Let's see if Inca Games. Let's see if they have one. Do they have one? Oh, they do. That does actually exist. We should do that sometime. Should we do it this time, though? Restaurant tier list, please. The original. How many are there? How many restaurants are there? Restaurant. Is it fast food restaurant? I think that's funny that they do actually have an Inca game tier list. We should definitely do that sometime, though. I'm not watching this scary rocking chair right now. We're doing tier lists right now. This is not cinema stream. You can't... Is it the fast food one? I said, is it the fast food one? And then he just all caps restauranted me. Yes. Oh, okay. I can click on that. How many are there, though? Okay. Let's do it. Let's do the restaurant one. We're probably gonna speed through this because you're gonna find out that I haven't been to a lot of them. Probably. Actually, I've been to most of these. Okay, here we go. Restaurant tier list, everybody. The classic restaurant tier list. Fast food restaurants. After the tier list? What do you mean? I don't understand. I want an Inca Games tier list. We'll probably do that next. We'll probably do that next time. There's a lot of Inca Games, though. There's a lot of Inca Games. All right. Arby's. Here's the thing. I've seen some people do these tier lists. Everybody freaking hates Arby's. And you know why? Because those dumb idiots that make these tier lists complain about every sandwich other than the roast beef sandwich. The only thing you're supposed to get when you go to Arby's, roast beef sandwich, A tier. Arby's, roast beef sandwich. It's the only thing you're supposed to get. You can get it with cheese, you can get it without cheese, but you get the roast beef sandwich. A tier. If you get anything else, you're just doing Arby's wrong. A tier. Jack in the Box? I have no freaking idea. Never been. A&W? I went to one in a mall. Probably not the best example of an A&W, but it was all right. C tier. Auntie Anne's, again, typical mall type situation. I'm gonna put that right there at C. Right there at C. Like, nothing bad, nothing great about this stuff. Like, this is mall food to me. Like, that's just mall food, right? We have the meats, and they have great, great Twitter. We have the tweets. Arby's is a D. No, you're wrong. You are wrong, my friend. You are wrong. Arby's is an S. I wouldn't go quite as far as S. I'm gonna give him an A. I don't know what Boston Market is. I don't live in Boston. Burger King? Burger King. They got some good fries. They do some good fries. I do enjoy a burger. B territory. Burger King. B territory fast food. Classic fast food. Get a burger. B for burger. B for Burger King. Got it. Checkers? Have I been to Checkers? Checkers. Crazy good for Checkers. Checkers. Nope, haven't been to Checkers. Chick-fil-A. Amazing chicken. Usually kind of on the pricier side compared to other chicken places. Some kind of on the pricier side. A little upscale. They're kind of a pain in the butt to get a refill for your drink because they have to do it behind the counter for whatever reason. But Chick-fil-A makes an amazing chicken sandwich. A territory, right there with Arby's. Do I want to put them above Arby's? I love chicken. I'm going to put them above Arby's. I'm a huge chicken fan. I love chicken. I love chicken. So I'm going to put them above Arby's. Chick-fil-A gets an A. A for A. Actually, I just realized Chick-fil-A, Arby's, A. It works. Perfect. What is this? Chipotle? I do love a burrito. I do love a burrito. They're quite expensive. But then again, everything's getting expensive now. But years ago, I went to a Chipotle for the first time. I remember them being a bit on the pricey side. They overcharge you for like cheese. Obviously, they do for like guacamole or whatever. Chipotle. They're really B-A. Here's the thing. I probably would rate them better than Burger King. Am I rating Chipotle good enough to be A? You know what? Chipotle gets a B. They're not going to get A. They keep getting salmonella in their lettuce. They got to figure that out. I know it's been a while, but I haven't forgiven them yet. I'm going to put them in B territory, but high B. Chipotle's a good burrito. They make a good burrito, but I'm going to put them in B. B for burrito. B for burrito. Lag. Look, man. Lagging a lot, like right now. Still lagging? Are we back? Are we all right? Checkers is not a fast food place. I feel like I maybe have been to a Checkers, but I don't remember it. So I think I was too young, maybe. So I literally don't remember it, so I can't say anything about it. Cinnabon, I know what they are. I'm familiar with their existence. Never eaten at one, so I'm going to put it on a question mark. Jimmy John's. Good old Jimmy John's. Here's the thing with Jimmy John's. They're super fast. They're not bad. I see. I see. I see. They make a good sandwich. It is just a sandwich. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing super special. They are super fast. Other people love their bread. I think their bread is bread. It's fine. It's fine. It's not. People lose their goddamn minds over Jimmy John's bread. I don't understand. I don't get it. I've had it. I'm not losing my mind over it. It's a sandwich. C. We got Dairy Queen. This is very similar to Burger King, in my opinion, but I'm going to put it beneath Burger King. Well, I'm going to put them above Burger King because I have to give them credit for their frozen treats. I have to give them credit for their ice cream, blizzards, etc. I was thinking more along the lines of their food in terms of like getting a burger from there, getting their fries. I do like Dairy Queen fries. I do prefer Burger King fries over Dairy Queen's. But basic, pretty similar there. But actually, for like blizzards and stuff, probably better than Chipotle. Do they get to A territory just on blizzards alone? You know what they do? They get to A territory just because of blizzards. They get to A territory because of blizzards. I mean B for blizzard, but no A for blizzard. They get to A just on blizzards alone. And higher than Arby's. I feel so wrong. I feel a little dirty for saying it because I'd rather have an Arby's sandwich over like any of Dairy Queen's normal food. But if you get like a Dairy Queen burger, chicken strips or whatever, and then you get like a blizzard or something, I'm putting it above Arby's. I feel a little dirty. I think if it was no dessert, no desserts whatsoever, Dairy Queen goes down here. This is the difference. Dairy Queen goes right here with no desserts. With desserts, it's up here. That's what I'm saying right there. Dairy Queen is all right, but it isn't fast food. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Dairy Queen is absolutely fast food. If you've been to a Dairy Queen that's just slow, that's your Dairy Queen's fault. Dunkin' Donuts, I have never had their food. I have had their coffee. I'm gonna put Dunkin', D for Dunkin', because I don't know what food they even serve. They have okay coffee. D for Dunkin'. I don't want to call them F territory. That would be kind of mean, but they're not doing anything crazy. They're a coffee place in my opinion. Well, what even is this? I don't know what this is. What is this blue one? I don't even know. So that's a question mark. Pollo Loco? Nope, never been to that. Five Guys? Nope, I haven't been to Five Guys. I had to think about it. I've never been to Five Guys. I know. I know where there is is there Five Guys? I know where there is a Five Guys. I've never been in there. Hardee's. Hardee's is very similar to like Burger King in my opinion, but better. There's a Hardee's close to me that I'm not entirely sure how safe it is to eat there, but god darn it if I don't actually enjoy their burgers. If I don't actually enjoy their burgers. I'm going to put a Hardee's right up here above Burger King, although that's a hard call for me. They have a good, what do they call it? Like Cowboy Burger or Southwest Burger or something. They have a good one of those, and I think that their burgers are I don't know if they are heftier. I feel like they're more than a Burger King burger. And I'm not necessarily counting like specifically the Whopper on Burger King there, exactly. I'm going to put Hardee's right there. I think it's a little controversial. But that's where I'm going to put Hardee's. That feels right to me. Five Guys is a solid B. I haven't been. Hardee's / Carl's Jr. Around here, we have Hardee's. We don't have Carl's Jr. around here. I know they're like the same thing, but around here we have Hardee's. And then In-N-Out Burger, never been. I can't speak to that. That's like more like West Coast. Jersey Mike's. We used to have a Jersey Mike's close to here. Did I ever get to go there before that one closed? No, I didn't. That's gone. KFC. Oh, the top is personal favorite. Oh, I don't know. Personal favorite. I'm going to S tier. There we go. I don't know what my personal favorite's going to be. We'll come back to that. S tier. Colonel Sanders. Everybody go check out my Game of the Year 2019 when I streamed I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger licking good dating simulator. The Colonel. Love you, Colonel. Love you, man. I will say, there is a caveat here with KFC. A lot of KFC restaurants are not managed very well, and you can get some really bad restaurants. But if you find a good one, KFC goes right here. S tier. KFC, baby. I'm hoping Popeyes is on here. Oh, there it is, Popeyes. I hate to betray the man. I hate to betray the Colonel. Popeyes is better. Popeyes is actually better than KFC. I hate to betray the Colonel, but it is better. So Popeyes is going to go right up there. Is that even the same Popeye? Chicken and biscuit? That's not the logo I'm used to seeing. If this is the same Popeyes I'm thinking of. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme's a weird one because it's donuts. If you put McDonald's at F, I am unsubscribing. Oh, we'll get there. We're getting there soon. Krispy Kreme's a weird one because it's just donuts. Their donuts are good, but there's nothing else going on. I don't even know if you can you get a drink there? I've been to a Krispy Kreme like 2 times ever. Krispy Kreme is kind of like Dunkin' Donuts. It's not that the donuts are bad. It's that there's not a lot to get there. You don't have any options really. I'll put it above Dunkin', I guess, completely arbitrarily, but they're like similar in my opinion. Where like you go there for one thing. It's the donuts, and the donuts are amazing, but there's nothing else going on with the restaurant. Keep in mind that this is a restaurant tier list, right? As a restaurant, Krispy Kreme isn't really a restaurant. It's a factory for buying donuts, right? I'm not gonna give it F. That sounds unfair, but it's getting a D. Long John Silver's? I've never been because I don't actually like seafood. So I've never been to Long John Silver's. I can't really speak to that. McDonald's, here we go. Here we go. McDonald's, everybody. Going right into the C territory. It's okay. I wanted to juke you out. I wanted to juke you out, racing fan. Going right into the C territory. It's fine. McDonald's is fine. Their premium burgers and stuff are fine. Usually I order off a value menu anyway. Here's the thing. I'm an addict for the McChickens. I'm an addict for the McChickens. I will eat McChickens until I explode if it weren't for the fact that they cost me money. I do have a problem. The thing is, when I consider, and I'm probably going to rearrange this, I'm going to put this above the mall food, in my opinion. Do I put it above Jimmy John's? When I haven't eaten in a long time and I'm just craving pure fat and salt and just complete disgusting food, yes, it's above Jimmy John's. But like normally between the two, if I'm like not just craving pure fat, I'm gonna leave it just below Jimmy John's. Kind of toss up there. It might be a high C, but sometimes it's not a high C. It's somewhere around there. It's all right. I will say McDonald's fries, overrated. I would rather have Hardee's or Burger King fries or Arby's fries. I mean, Arby's curly fries. Arby's curly fries. It's the only way to get fries at Arby's. Even Dairy Queen. I would prefer any of these for their fries, or Chick-fil-A too. Any of these 5. I'd prefer any of their fries over McDonald's fries. Chick-fil-A's got weird fries because they're like waffle fries. And I'm not the biggest fan of waffle fries, but I prefer their fries over McDonald's fries. McDonald's fries are overrated. They are fries, but they are overrated, I think. People go nuts for their fries. You're unsubscribing now? I didn't make it an F, racing fan. I didn't put it at F. Panda Express? That's going right into A territory. Does it go above Arby's? Egg rolls. Egg rolls puts it above Dairy Queen. Panda Express is going just solidly behind Chick-fil-A, I think. Panda Express. I do enjoy myself some Panda Express. Haven't been in a while. I haven't been to a Panda Express in a while. I should get some Panda Express. Panda Express sounds great to me. Down here, Panera? F. Not because they're bad, but because they're so expensive. They're so expensive. And they're really hoity-toity. They're really hoity-toity. And it's just like bagels and stuff. It's just bagels and stuff. I've been to Panera exactly one time ever. And remember, this is restaurant tier list. Restaurant tier list. I'm not saying their food is bad. I am not saying Panera's food is bad. I've been to Panera once. I didn't know where to go. The entire restaurant's laid out in a confusing manner. Food is expensive. Order off of. Didn't know what I was doing there. It's an unwelcoming environment if you're not already familiar with being there. To a new person, Panera is weird. Panera is weird. And if you're used to Panera and you go there a lot, you don't realize how weird Panera is. Panera is weird if you're not used to Panera. Quiznos? I think they're gone. Rest in peace. I think Quiznos is done. Quiznos is similar to like Jimmy John's. I do like toasted sandwiches. Their big thing was like toasty. So I'm just gonna shove it up there next to Jimmy John's. That's all right. It's C territory. I'm just gonna shove it up there. I know I just kind of put it in front of McDonald's, but that's just because I wanted it next to Jimmy John's. I'm just gonna set it there. Cane's, never been. Did I just hear a Pack Wolf Gaming coming into the chat? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
There it is.
Pack Wolf Gaming, member of the channel.
Member of the channel. And then we've got Sonic as well. Sonic is a weird one to me. Sonic, it kind of depends on your Sonic. They're really weird. Excuse me. I got some gas building up in my chest from all the coffee I drank. I'm looking at what I've rated. Sonic is one that I'm not normally impressed by, but at the same time, like their whole gimmick of like being able to park and they bring your food out to you or whatever, their whole gimmick is kind of unique. I'm just trying to think of where I would put them. I think I would want to put them above the mall food A&W and Auntie Anne's that I'm familiar with. And I know that there are restaurants at A&W, but the only one I've ever had is mall food. So I'm gonna put the Sonic above the mall food. Do I really put Sonic above McDonald's? I know that sounds like a weird question to probably a lot of people, but like, Sonic's a weird one to me. Sonic's a weird one where it's kind of like a drive-through, but a sit-in drive-through, and it's like, their food isn't bad. I haven't eaten there a lot of times. I used to go with a buddy of mine a bit years ago in college. We would go together and like grab like they had their like icy like happy hour or whatever at like 2 to 4 or something, 2 to 4 p.m. or something like that. Get like an icy or something, and like, I don't even remember what we bought for food, honestly. I don't even remember what we bought. That's the thing with Sonic. It's kind of forgettable, but I don't remember not liking it. I'm going to just sit it there. Just kind of weirdly right there. It maybe should go here, but maybe not. I feel like I'm kind of being mean to A&W a little bit by putting Sonic ahead of it. Maybe. Kind of forgettable. But that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it right there. That seems okay. Are you streaming Friday? I have no idea what I'm doing Friday yet. This is my first stream back in a long time. Sonic has got some great milkshakes. I don't know if I've ever had one of Sonic's milkshakes. Yeah, I've never had Raisin Canes. Now, Steak and Shake. Haha, we've got Steak and Shakes around here. I know they're not everywhere. We've got Steak and Shakes around here. Steak and Shake, that's going right up here. And you know what? That's going right up here in S territory. Right over here next to the Colonel. That's going right up here next to the Colonel. Their burgers aren't huge, but they're delicious. Their fries are typically crispy. They're shoestring fries, and they have got the shakes. They have great shakes. The downside is a lot of times their service is stupid slow. At least the ones around here. So you have to get around that. But it is a diner experience. You get to dine, you get some coffee, you get your food, whatever. They've got some great chili. Steak and Shake, A territory for me. That's going right up here. And not A, S territory. This is going right up here in S territory. Steak and Shake. If you've got one around you, I recommend going. It might not be your favorite, but I love it. I love it. They have like a $4 menu. I think they're still doing that. They've had a rough time with the COVID or whatever. So if you've had any around you that closed, that's a shame. But they definitely had a $4 menu with a bunch of stuff that you could get for like meals you could get for $4. So like they're very value as well. A&W is an A, by the way. The only A&W I've ever had is at a mall. That's why it's where it is. You think you've had Steak and Shake before? I love Steak and Shake. I wish their burgers were a bit more. They're, I think, on the sort of thin side, but they are quite tasty. Down here, Subway. This is a hard one for me. Not all of you maybe know this. Those of you that have been avid fans of the channel for a while may have heard me mention this once or twice before. I work at a Subway. My Subway that I run, bam, top of the list. Top of the list. Everybody else's Subway, F. Not because Subway's bad. All the Subways around here, compared to mine, F. If you go to my Subway, top of the best. Best of the top. You come into my Subway, you get treated right. You get treated right at my Subway. You get the extra fixins. We treat you right at my Subway. We don't stinge you on the vegetables or whatever. We talk to you. We make you feel welcome. We get you exactly what you want, how you want it. Going right up here at the top. I eat Subway almost every goddamn day of my life. Every goddamn day. It's going right up here. Right up here at the God tier. I'm just renaming this to God tier. If you go to my Subway. Any other Subway? I have no idea, because my Subway is the best. Odd Ones Out also worked at a Subway. It sounds like Odd Ones Out worked at a crap Subway, because I've seen his videos and he's like, oh, there's nothing to do, we're bored and blah blah blah. We used to watch freaking movies. No, my Subway. You need to understand. I've seen his videos. I can't relate to Odd Ones Out at all. Period. My Subway. I kid you not. We get statistics from Subway corporate about Subways in our area and stuff. We're nationally ranked. My Subway is nationally ranked. All right. I don't know where Odd Ones Out worked at, but I've heard him talk about his Subway. His Subway's crap. My Subway's nationally ranked. Okay? It's one of the best. We do some of the best business. We have some of the best reviews. Etc., etc. We do the best online sales. People love us. It's crazy. We have people in our area go to other Subways and come back to complain about those other Subways, how it's night and day different. That's why I said, if you go to my Subway, God tier. If you ever find me, come to my Subway. It's the best. You get treated right. Ronald McDonald, I'm sorry you had to see that. I'm sorry you had to... I'm sorry we had to meet like this. Welcome to the Streb. I will find the Subway you work at and eat at it. You will not. Good luck, though. Good luck. You won't find me. All right. What do we got left? Taco Bell. That's going to go solidly right up here in A territory, right behind Arby's. Maybe? Does it go to B territory? It probably should. But they have some really good deals. They have some really good box deals all the time. I'm going to put it at low A on Taco Bell. I might be biased a little bit. I should probably put it at B. I'm realizing that I'm putting Taco Bell above Chipotle, and that feels wrong. That feels wrong. I probably should be putting Taco Bell above Chipotle. But again, I demoted Chipotle because of the salmonella thing. Oh, man. Taco Bell's got some good deals, though. You got the app. You get the app. You can do like a build your own box type thing. You can't get everything on it. But you can do like your build your own box thing for like $5. It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. It's a bit of a nightmare to go through Taco Bell right now because like all the stores, their lobbies are still closed because of COVID stuff. So drive-through is like always insane at Taco Bell, at least around here. Taco Bell, it's always insane. But if you can get them and get through quickly, I'm gonna put it at low A. I don't know. I'm sticking by. I'm mostly putting Taco Bell at A just to spite Chipotle. Just to spite Chipotle. Wendy's. Wendy's is a weird one. I want to like Wendy's, but something about the char-broiled burgers in Wendy's upsets my gut. And so with that in mind, I'm gonna put them underneath McDonald's. I gotta put them underneath McDonald's for me. I want to like Wendy's so bad. I want to like Wendy's. Look, the fellow redhead in me, she's a redhead, I'm a redhead. Look, the fellow redhead, I want to like Wendy's. Something about eating their burgers always messes with me, dude. Gotta put you right there. I like that you don't cut corners. I like your Twitter sass, but I'm sorry. McDonald's doesn't do to me what Wendy's does to me, and that's weird, all right? I can't speak to it. I know Wendy's isn't the only people that char broil, but like, I can't explain it. I'm sorry, Wendy's. I'm sorry to betray you. I'm sorry. I don't want to put you here. I just gotta. I don't know who this pretzel guy is, so he's going right there. This is, oh, is that Whataburger? Oh, that's Whataburger. Oh, God. Okay, so Whataburger. That's S tier. That's S tier right there. I'm putting it underneath Steak and Shake because Steak and Shake has shakes. But Whataburger, oh, God. We don't have any of them around here. But I've got family. They're more like a, how far west do they go? I don't know if they're West Coast, but they're kind of like West United States and Southwest United States. I don't know if they make it to the coast. They might not make it to the coast. But they're definitely like kind of like Midwest to West, right? But they're not where I am. Dude, this is going to sound weird. One of my favorite chicken sandwiches. from Whataburger. Chicken sandwich, not the burger. One of my favorite chicken sandwiches from Whataburger. Actually really good. Actually really good. Whataburger, I F with Whataburger, dude. Dude, Whataburger's good. And we don't have any of them around here. So I haven't been to a Whataburger in like 5 to 8 years. And I still think about that chicken sandwich I had at Whataburger, dude. Oh, I speak to Whataburger. Oh, God. I recommend it. I recommend it quite a bit, actually. Wetzel's Pretzels, is that what this is? I don't think I've had a Wetzel's Pretzel. You know, I may have had a Wetzel's Pretzels one time in a mall, but I don't remember, so I'm just going to leave it down at the question marks. I'm going to leave it down there. White Castle? Have I actually been to White Castle, or have I just had... Because they sell, like, White Castle, like, frozen sliders. I'm trying to remember if I've had White Castle or just... I think I've had White Castle one time ever. And I don't think that they were very memorable. I'm putting that at just a very confused D. A very, like, shrug, I don't remember them being very memorable at all. That might be heresy for people that like White Castle. To be fair, though, I don't have any White Castle around me, so it's been a very long time. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there. I should probably put it down at the question mark. To be fair. I'm going to put it at D, though, just to upset anybody that likes White Castle. White Castle's an F. Should it be down here with Panera? I'll do that. Let's put it at Panera. Let's put it at F, at Panera's F. That way it's not down here alone. I'll put it in front of Panera. Why not? It's F in Canada since they did have meat that meet Canada's specification. Oh, wow. Yeah, they do have cheap meat, though. They have cheap... I mean, that was the White Castle's whole premise, though. The sliders and stuff is just to be extremely cheap. That was the entire premise. They aren't supposed to be amazing. They're just supposed to be cheap. Like, if you're drunk or hungover or something, and you just want disgusting sliders, White Castle. Now, what is this? This is some kind of... I hate how this is, like, a zoom in... I have no idea what this is. So it's going right there to the question marks. And Zaxby's... I do know what they are. I've never been. So unfortunately, that has to go right there in the question mark. So a lot of them these are a lot that I have not actually eaten at, or at least I don't recall eating at. But this is my restaurant tier list. Keep in mind, Subway is up here if it's my Subway. Other than that, my top ones are Popeyes, KFC, Steak and Shake, and Whataburger. A lot more S tiers than we've gotten from the other stuff we did today. But also A tiers from Chick-fil-A, Panda, DQ, Arby's, and Taco Bell. B's from Chipotle, Hardee's, and Burger King. C's from Jimmy John's, Quiznos, McDonald's, Wendy's, Sonic, A&W, Auntie Anne's. D's for Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, just because they just don't do enough. F's from White Castle and Panera, just because of pretty arbitrary reasons, if I'm completely honest. You're talking about Taco Bell with that comment. Oh, it's with the undervalued meat. Okay. I didn't know which one you were talking about. Taco Bell probably also does have very cheap meat. And probably isn't okay in Canada. But, listen. I could eat some Taco Bell right now. They're open till 2 a.m. where I am. 2 or 3 a.m. I could go get Taco Bell right now. I won't. But I kind of really want to. Do a product mascot or a social media tier list. Those would be fun. We should do another tier list stream sometime, because I think I want to start wrapping this up. This is my final listing. You guys can let me know if you agree, disagree, how you would do yours or whatever. But this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing this. I like how we spent like over an hour rating chairs. Was it over an hour or was it about an hour? We spent like about an hour doing chairs. Oh man. I got halfway through the chair when I was like, I should really speed this up. But then I was also like, but chairs are kind of a thing on this channel, so I want to go all in on the chairs. And that's what I did. If you do the product mascot one, rank it by if you would win in a fight against them. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling when we get to that. I'm not going to make any promises. Inca Games tier list next. Probably next. I'm not going to promise what I'm going to do next, just in case I forget, or if other people want to see other stuff. I'm not going to promise it, but next time we do a tier list, maybe we'll see who's there and what we do. There's a lot of these. There's a lot of these things. But yeah, Inca Games I would like to do. Product mascots or social media or whatever. That sounds like a good idea too. I think there's some other good ones that you guys mentioned too. Oh, the video game, the 100 plus video game one would be a good one to do. Anything video game related would be good as well. Krispy Kreme D, Surfgum, welcome to the stream. You missed it. The only reason, Surfgum, let me explain. Surfgum, wait. Surfgum, let me explain. It's only a D, not because their donuts are bad. Their donuts are amazing. They're a D just because they don't really offer anything else. This is restaurant tier list, and there's just not, like, Krispy Kreme really isn't a restaurant. It's like a donut factory. If it was by the taste of Krispy Kreme donuts, it's an S or A or whatever. But because it's not really a restaurant, I made it a D. That's why. Forgive me. Krispy Kreme is delicious. It's delicious. It's just not my idea of a restaurant. Okay, I get it. I wanted you to forgive me. I don't want you to be mad. Because I know that's a controversial one. It's like, Krispy Kreme, a D. You don't like Krispy Kreme? I love Krispy Kreme. But they're not a restaurant. Krispy Kreme should be a C minus? No. Well, I mean, maybe I should. Auntie Anne's maybe should be down here in D territory for similar reasons. Auntie Anne's should probably be down here for like similar reasons to Krispy Kreme, if I'm completely honest with you. I wouldn't put Krispy Kreme up. I would probably drop Auntie Anne's down. Probably is what I would is this one might float. All right, yeah, we can go to the post show. Not that I have much going on for a post show. That's been our tier lists. We did 3 tier lists tonight. Sorry. There we go. I was playing with the audio. We did 3 tier lists today. We did chairs. We did sofa sitting positions. That was a weird one. I apologize, everyone. And then we did a restaurant, fast food restaurants. My green screen is showing. Don't know if I can. That made it worse. That made it better. And yeah, the restaurant one was a lot of fun. The chair one was a lot of fun to do. The chair one was silly. The chair one was so silly. Just doing chairs. I enjoyed analyzing the pros and cons of our decisions with the chairs. That was a lot of fun. Lagged out again. Did it? Sleepover with Mo. Yeah, we didn't discuss this in the pre-show. I don't even remember if this thing was updated properly in the pre-show, but it looks like it's updated now. Our April milestone. I know I haven't been streaming for like literally half of April. So I might extend the deadline on the Sleepover with Mo a little bit into May to make up for that. But yeah, the April milestone, because March was 10 members for the Karaoke with Mo stream, which apologize that I took so much time off. I was dealing with myself and other things as well besides myself, but I won't go into that because that's not actually my business. I was dealing with a lot these last 2 weeks. So I've been streaming a lot this April. So March's member milestone with the karaoke stream is coming up. I don't know when yet. I didn't schedule it because I want to make sure that I'm going to be available to do it. So I haven't scheduled it yet, but I do still owe you that karaoke stream. And we had to get to 10 members by the end of March to do it. So April's milestone was going to be 11 members. So that's what we got. We're at 9 out of 11 currently. We're at 9 out of 11. So we need 2 more members by the end of April. I'll probably extend the deadline a little bit, but not by a lot. Not by a lot. So by the end of April-ish. And if we get to 11 members, we'll have a Sleepover with Mo stream. What does that mean? I don't know. You will have to get 11 to find out. It'll be, similar to like the Date with Mo stream that you guys probably saw a while back. And obviously the Karaoke with Mo that we will see soon. So look forward to that. If you have ever wanted to become a member of the channel by supporting and the channel financially, by pledging $1 or more a month. You can hit that blue join button down below this video or on my channel's page if it doesn't show up there. There are different benefits to each tier. And yeah, your financial contributions serve to me bettering this channel, as well as helping me get to a point where maybe one day in the future I can at least do this YouTube thing. Like, again, the ultimate goal, right, is if this got super successful, would be like, it could be like a full-time job or something like that. And then I could put so much more time and effort into what I do. And that's like the ultimate goal, right? So that's what you contribute towards, is me getting this channel better and helping serve to get to the ultimate goal of me becoming an independent artist that I can do more stuff with, basically. That's what we're doing. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm getting a little bit rambly. Tell us the schedule. I don't know yet. I've been off for almost 2 weeks from streaming and making content. I just posted my first video back from like 2 weeks for being gone for like 2 weeks. Monday, right? Because it's Wednesday today. Yeah, Monday. And yeah, I'm just getting back into the swing of things. So hopefully I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I don't know exactly. So you have to keep an eyeball on your notifications, hit the bell and stuff. Keep in mind, usually our streams are weeknights at 8 p.m. Central Time, which is whatever time it is for you right now, 2 hours ago. That's when we usually start on weeknights, typically. So if you're not sure if I'm going to be streaming, just check my channel around that time and see if something's posted. If there's nothing, then there's probably nothing. If there's something, then there's something. Right now, I could say a schedule, but I don't have one right now because I'm just getting back into the swing of things. Simon Cowell should have been God tier. He's not a chair, though. He's not a chair. Jacob Tax, welcome to the post show. We're just talking about our thread. You're having a huge day tomorrow. Well, good luck, or congratulations, or I don't know why you're having a huge day, but yeah. Tomorrow, Cuphead. Yeah, if I stream tomorrow, it probably will be. I need to jump back into Inca Games soon, but I don't know if I feel like playing it at the moment. I didn't feel like playing it tonight. I felt like doing something different tonight. So tomorrow will either be Inca Games or Cuphead, and it might be Cuphead. It might be Cuphead tomorrow. Because if I do Inca Games, I might want to actually schedule, since I don't know for sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. If I do, it'll probably be Cuphead. Next time I do an Inca Games one, I'll try to schedule it ahead of time so that people like, because there's a lot of people that want to watch the Inca Games one, because that's, you know, this channel is big for Inca Games. So I want to schedule that one probably. So I probably won't do Inca Games until next week, and I'll try to schedule it ahead of time. So if I stream tomorrow, probably Cuphead. Mo should not be up. I got school tomorrow. Well, I got work tomorrow. So we're in the same boat, my friend. If there was a God tier section for not a chair, Simon Cowell would be that. What's Simon Cowell doing these days? I don't know if it'll be on Tuesday, Louise. I don't know if it'll be on Tuesday or not. It might be on Monday. It might be on Wednesday. I don't know what day it'll be on yet. You go to bed at 11 and wake up at 7. I should go to bed. I looked at, I should be in bed by at least I should be in bed no later than 11:30 to get enough sleep, basically. That, like, if I go to bed at 11:30, I can get 6 hours of sleep before I have to wake up, because I get up at 5:30. So I should be in bed by 11:30, but I often stay up later, which is why I'm always exhausted. The YouTube bar is flashing colors. I don't know what that means, and I don't know how to. I don't know what to do about that. I don't think I can do anything about it. Everything looks good on my side in terms of like internet connection and in terms of my hardware. So it's got to be YouTube's fault. I don't know. I'm glad you're back, Mo. Your streams are kind of part of my routine. Yeah, I felt really bad for being gone for so long. because yeah, I know a lot of you that show up to a lot of my streams, you know, like kind of like as a regular thing. I felt like maybe I was letting some of you down a little bit, and fact of the matter was I just wasn't ready yet until I wasn't sure I was going to stream tonight even, but I need to start again at some point. And I was like, okay, well, as long as I'm not doing anything right now, let's just sit down and see what happens. But I also didn't want to play a video game. Weirdly enough, I've been in a weird place this last 2 weeks. So I was like, I don't really want to play a video game. So let's do something else. And I'm like, I could just chat and see who shows up. And I was like, nah, that's dumb. And then I was like, tier lists. I saw a tier list on YouTube today, and I was like, wait, let's do that. Let's sit down, see if anyone shows up. Let's do a tier list. I don't know what's gonna happen. I was glad we did that. I didn't really play. I didn't feel like playing a video game today. I know that's weird, but I've been through some weird stuff this last 2 weeks, just mentally. So glad to be back. Hopefully, I can be back to the regular routine here very soon. If not right away. Maybe I'll be back to it right away. I don't know. But keep in mind to just moving forward, if the schedule changes, I'll let you guys know. Like once I have a schedule, if it's going to be different, I'll let you know what it is. And keep in mind that I might not post the schedules ahead of time super often, just to be sure that I'm going to be back. And if things change, just bear with me, be flexible, and I would appreciate it. Yeah. This channel's always weird. If you've been watching me for long enough, you know that I go through phases of weirdness with the schedule and content. You know I go through phases. I think I'm in a transitionary period right now. I'm going through a phase with the channel right now as well. Like we're in a transition period right now. I have some different ideas about where to take the channel at the moment. Some experiments I want to run. A lot of it's going to be behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, I think we're in one of those transitions right now. Every time I disappear for a long period of time, I usually come back with some different ideas about what I will actually want to do, and for better or for worse. Sometimes they're good ideas, sometimes they're not good ideas. Go on a YouTube video and type awesome and look at the bar and do it on stream. I literally don't know what any of that means. I literally don't know. What do you mean type awesome? I have no idea what that even, in what bar? The time bar? You can turn on the stream rainbow to, I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means. That sounds like something I'll have to Google. I'll have to research that, look that up. I don't know what that means. But yeah. Do I have anything else I need to say? Do I have any other announcements? I don't think so. With things being as weird as they've been, I don't think I've got anything else planned right now to talk about. Follow me on TikTok. That's like my most recent project I've been working on. I don't have a ton of stuff there, but it's like my most recent thing I'm trying to throw myself into a little bit more. Welcome to the stream. Go on a random video on stream. Like a random streaming video? Or do you mean go on a random video while I'm streaming right now? What are we doing? I don't wanna. We're in the just chatting. I don't wanna do anything. I don't wanna do nothing. I'm such a stick in the mud sometimes. Especially Ashton, especially you. Whenever you tell me to do something, I just adamantly don't want to do it. And just on your keyboard, go into full screen and type awesome. Okay, hang on. Like literally just type the word, like not into a text bar or anything. Just type, just a random, it has to be a video. What is this? Game Theory, 3 new FNAF. Okay, let's mute that. I don't want to play it over. Hang on. Whoops, I think I I unmuted it. Hang on. I think I typed awesome wrong. Nothing happened. Oh wait. Oh yeah, the time bar flashes crazy colors. I feel like that's an epileptic seizure warning right there. Like I feel like that. I mean, it's small, but it's flashing literally like reds and greens, and that's like the trigger, isn't it? Like flashing reds and greens. Okay, so yeah, if you full screen a video and type in awesome, how do you deactivate that? Okay, type awesome again, it goes back to red. That's so weird. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have epilepsy, but I immediately see that and I'm like, I feel like that's dangerous. Yes. Because all they need to do is like slow it down. Like they should make it like, I know I didn't put it on screen, so anyone that hasn't seen it before, you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's like flashing red and green really quickly, in the like the time bar of the video, and they could completely make it safer for anyone that has epilepsy or whatever if they just slowed it down. If it did like a wave of colors instead of flashing quickly, that would still look really cool, and it wouldn't be dangerous. So that's kind of a weird move. It's kind of a weird move. Your ex has epilepsy. Like you see it all the time, like in like horror games, even just YouTubers making YouTube videos. If they have like a flashing lights coming up in their video, you've probably seen it where YouTubers like edit in, hey, caution, flashing lights. It is so normal if you're editing videos and stuff to put a trigger warning for flashing lights. That is so normal for just regular Joe Schmoes like me to put in a trigger warning, that I think it's really weird that YouTube doesn't have that, and they've got literally flashing lights in their time bar. I don't know, maybe it's small enough on screen that it wouldn't be triggering because it's the teeny tiny time bar, but I don't know, I just feel like that's weird. I feel like that's a really weird move, but also it's kind of secret, like it's not posted anywhere obvious on YouTube to do that. Just a random weird thing you can do. I don't know, that's just weird. It's a weird move. It just feels weird. I wouldn't think it was weird like 15 years ago when no one was doing trigger warnings, but now that they're so normal. Google removed it. Oh no, go to Google, type the Wizard of Oz and click the tornado. Oh, yeah, no, Google does a bunch of random weird stuff like that sometimes where you can Google things. There was probably like some sort of Wizard of Oz anniversary or something going on, or something, an event somewhere. So that was probably why. The one that I liked is if you went to like Google Maps and made your destination Mordor, and then clicked on the little walking man to see like how long it would take to walk to Mordor. The Google Maps used to tell you one does not simply walk to Mordor. I don't know if it still does that. I discovered that like years ago, like 2012 or something like that. I remember sharing screenshots with my friends, like, look what it says if you try to walk to Mordor. And we all thought it was hilarious. Back in the day. All right, guys. I'm starting to pass out. So I'm gonna get off. It's almost 10:30. So I think it's time to bid each other adieu. Your favorite Easter egg has to be Star Wars text crawl in Google. There's a lot of those things, right? All right, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching the stream. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Keep your eye out for any notifications from the channel. Stuff is gonna be popping up just whenever, basically, at the moment. I know that's not like ideal for algorithm, but I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming out to my stream. Until next time, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, and be kind to each other, you know? Yeah. Bye. Bye, Erica. Bye, Dr. Game. Bye, Ashton. Bye, Heaven. Good night. Bye, Luis. We'll see you guys next time. I'm out of here. Bye.